Hello, I just wanted to thank you for clicking on my video, and I also wanted to let you know that not only do I create content here on Class in the Glass, but I also stream content in my Twitch channel, Mr. Revan7. I play single-player games, multiplayer games, and I also do movie reviews and cartoon reviews as well. I also want to encourage you to check out my Patreon, Class in the Glass, where I offer audio commentaries, full reactions for movies, and also the ability to submit questions for my video casts and podcasts. In the meantime, thank you for watching, and enjoy the video. But chat, we have to start the review. Let's get into the nitty-gritty spoiler stuff. We're starting out, chat. We get this, at the time, chat, 2002, this really cool opening credit sequence where we're inside the web and everyone's name is coming in and it's all kind of sporadic and mixed match, chat, because it's in this webbing, being all webbed up. Tom McGuire's name, fucking William Dafoe, Kristen Dunst, James Franco, all these people, chat, and it introduces us to Danny Elfman's score, which I really do like. I think this is a great superhero score. But then it's kind of ruined because after we get through that, we see the CGI Spider-Man, we see him like in shadow and stuff. And we're getting like all these shots of the CGI. So it's like at the time it was cool, but then chat. Sleep. Thank you so much. I just be looking with a $5 donation. I'm adding to the video game pool. I appreciate that, my friend. I appreciate that. But the thing is, though, chat, the dynamic enigma, the MJ kiss is the ring was still my sexual awakening. A lot of people was, and I'll talk about that kiss in a minute. It's a good kiss, no doubt about it. It's like that was original. I like that what they did with that. But then after this kind of cool opening credit sequence in this music, it just fucking falls flat in its face because then we got Tom McGuire coming in there and listen. His delivery with this opening narration, I'm sorry, it is awful. It is so bad. If anyone ever told you that my life was a fairy tale, I tell you that they'd be wrong. They would definitely be wrong because here is the story, and now the movie starts. It's really bad. Fuck Avi Arad. Yeah, fuck that guy. He's a piece of shit. He has been a goddamn albatross around Spider-Man's neck for 30 fucking years. Fuck him. He's not a good person. I do not like him. Same with John Peters. I don't like those people. But the level, I'm not exaggerating. I am not exaggerating. Like the lack of emotion in his voice as he's describing his life is boring. And then chat, and then it's like, okay, this is another part of the movie that just has not aged well. Darks, I think of 5 Biddies. He must have been on Valium when he read this. He's just like, listen, my back, he probably was, because he developed huge, like, significant back problems while filming this movie. He's like Spider-Man 2, he had like tons of back issues. That was one of the reasons why he didn't want to come back to the character, because of being on those wires all goddamn day. But like the movie opens up, chat, and we're on the school bus, and he's talking about Mary Jane Watson. I'm realizing we pan over to all these kids. And chat, this bus is filled with nothing but 35-year-old men and women. There's not a single teenager in sight. I'm like, oh my God. Because Mary Jane Watson's boyfriend, Flash Thompson, is played by, funny enough, John Manganiello, chat. Goddamn Deathstroke. Goddamn, one of the supporting characters from Magic Mike. And it's like, you basically, are you trying to convince me that Joe Manganiello is 18 years old, at most 18? Bull fucking shit. None of these kids on this bus are teenagers. And that was back in the day. It's like, we can't cast teenagers. They all have to be 30 plus or above. And the thing is, like, Toby's doing his goddamn narration, and it's like, you think I'm Flash Thompson? No, that's not me. And they pan over to this fucking fat guy who's just shoveling donuts in his face. He's gonna get diabetes in like 2 years. And it's like, hell, I'd even take that guy. And the fat guy, after he fucking takes a big bite of jelly donut, chat, he looks down, he sees Tom McGuire, he goes, ha 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 ha. He's about to have a heart attack. Thank you, Chris, for the 5 minutes, bro. Flash is a jock, so he was clearly held back at least a couple of years. Yeah, about a decade. About a decade, I'd say. And we see him, chat. We see a 35 to maybe 38-year-old Tobey Maguire banging on the bus. Hey, let me in. Let me in. And, like, everyone's laughing. Everyone's having a great time. Even the bus driver, Chad, he's like, I'm like, wow, this is, like, really psychologically and physically abusive, Chad. And the thing is, though, I'm on the bus driver's side. I'm not letting that 35 to 38-year-old man on the bus, Chad. Hell no. Why is this man trying to get on a high school bus? But, their fun is ruined because Mary Jane Watson, she walks up there, Chad. She says, he's been following us for 12 blocks. We're almost at this goddamn school. And Deputy Sergeant was like, all right, fine, whatever. He stops the bus, Chad. He opens it up, and then we see little nerdy Peter Parker. He's like, I'm sorry, I didn't, or as Tom McGuire says, I'm sorry, I didn't know what I was doing, I'm sorry. And then, he's trying to find a seat, Chat. People are throwing shit at him and everything. He's like, even the nerds, he is so awkward, nerdy, even the regular nerds, Chat. Even the regular nerds like, get the fuck away from us. We don't want to be associated with you, Parker. Thank you for the 5 biddies. Dark Slayer. If that happened today, that whole school would have been shut up the next day. Yeah, it's true. That's also true. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe he was going for like a weird, incredibly socially awkward, mentally disturbed take on Peter Parker. That could be. I'm sorry, chat, but Tom McGuire looks fucking old in this. I know I think he was 28 when he took on this role, but it's like, he does not look 18. Like what they said. Like, same way for whatever reason, wants to get him out of high school as quickly as possible, which I guess in hindsight makes sense because we can't have him be in high school in the second movie. Like, I don't know what Kevin Feige has done to Tom Holland. He put him in a vat and says, you will not age in like 30 goddamn years, and there'll be a time when it'll hit you. Time will just hit you fast and hard, Tom Holland. But for now, 30 years, you're going to look like you're 17 to 18 for the rest of your goddamn life, or at least the next 30 years. But I think he was 28. I think he was 28 when he did this movie. And, he looks 28. He looks like he's in his 30s, chat. But he's walking around. No one wants him to sit there. He spots MJ. And even she's like... Even she doesn't want anything to do with him, chat, but she's got a little guilt. She like a little bit. And he's like, he's smiling, chat. Someone sticks out their foot. He fucking falls on his face. Glasses, my glasses. And he's depressed and sad. Eventually, chat, we cut to the school, and they're going on the field trip. They're going to New York State University, chat, NYU. New York University, and they got the teacher there, and I guess this must be the class of the left, the children that have been held back, because everyone looks old in here. There's not a single person who looks like a teenager. And he's like, all right, men and women, we're gonna wait for the bus. Get everyone to come, just wait here, and then the bus will be there. And then Peter, he walks up, because of course he's like the loser, he's last. And Mary Jane turns around, and she smiles, and he goes, oh, and he's like smiles back, and she like waves. He goes, oh, he waves too. But she wasn't waving and smiling at him, Chad. She's waving behind her two friends. You ever done that in real life? When someone like starts talking to you, or someone starts smiles and waves at you, like, oh, hi. And then it's like, oh, you always feel like, shit. You feel really embarrassed. That's happened to me multiple times, Chad. Always feel really goofy. But he's like, god damn it. He's like, of course she wouldn't be looking at me. I'm Peter Parker. I'm the worst. And he goes and walks off with the rest of the students. Meanwhile, Chad, we go ahead and we cut to a Rolls Royce, Chad. And inside this Rolls Royce, my friends, is one Harry Osborne, and the best character in this movie, Chad, William Dafoe, who is playing Norman Osborn. Thank you, Chris, for another 5 minutes. Appreciate that. You notice that the teacher was fucking awesome, by the way. Wish I had that teacher who looks the same age, if not a little younger than all the students. Probably because he is the youngest person there. the teacher, you're right, man. You're absolutely right, Chris. There's chat. The teacher is the youngest person among that group of men and women. It's fucking nuts. And so the good old Rolls Royce, it pulls up, and thank you, Dark Side, for the 5 biddies. I feel like an idiot whenever someone's talking or looking at me, but it wasn't directed to me. Yeah, it happens. It definitely happens. Yeah, Nick Luzzy, thank you for the subscription. Appreciate that. 9 months, Nick Luzzy. Nick Luzzy, what are we going to name our Twitch baby? Ooh, there it is, chat. Thank you. Appreciate you so much, Nick Luzzy. Thank you. You can come up with a name of our Twitch baby. I'd appreciate it. Okay. All right, chat. And so we're inside this Rolls Royce, and Harry Osborne is like, can you just kind of pull behind the school? And Norman Osborn's like, what are you talking about, son? We're right here. We could just, we got to just drop you off. He's like, Dad, this is a public school, okay? You know, parents don't drop off their sons and daughters, or in this case, their adult sons and daughters in front of a school in a Rolls Royce. And Norman Osborne said, I'm like, listen, never be embarrassed who you are, okay? Hey, it's not my fault that you flunked out of every single private school in the goddamn city. And it's like, Harry, embrace who you are. And Harry's like, don't be embarrassed. And Harry's like, I know, Dad, I know. And he fucking gets out of the car, chat. Gets out of the car. And he's like, hey, Peter. And Peter's like, apparently Peter and Harry, they're best friends. Even though it's implied that Harry, this is his first time at this school. Like, I guess it's senior year. He entered into the school in his senior year. And I guess they're both friends. Even though later on we learn in the rest of the trilogy that apparently Peter and Harry have been friends for even longer than just this last year of high school, because they make references to like their sophomore year at the same goddamn school and trying out for the basketball team. Remember when they played basketball for like a second? It was like, what the hell is going on? They're not consistent. The chronology is not consistent yet. The timeline's fucked up. It doesn't make any goddamn sense. And they're talking, and then fucking Norman Osborn goes, Harry, you forgot your backpack. You might need this. And Harry's like, thanks, Dad. Oh, by the way, Peter, this is my father, Norman Osborn. And he's like, Norman Osborn? Peter's like, oh, my God. Yeah, of Oscorp. No, nice to meet you, sir. And he's, Norman's like, Harry's told me a lot about you. He says you're a scientist. I'm something of a scientist myself. He goes, I know, sir. I've written a paper on you, and I've written a thesis. He's like, you wrote a paper on me? He's like, yeah, you understood? He's like, of course I did. He's like, wow, you're like much better than my loser son. Please be my son, Peter. And he's like, I'm sorry. I got an aunt and uncle. Oh, I was like, your parents will be proud of you. I was like, my parents are dead. We don't mention him in this trilogy at all. Now, I'm raised by my aunt and uncle, but they're very proud of me. He's like, well, good for you, kid. I'll see you later, all right? See you later, Spider-Man. Godspeed, Peter Parker. And he goes back in his Rolls Royce. Peter's like, your dad's awesome. He's like, my dad sucks, Peter. And he's like, all right. And they all get on the bus chat, and they drive to NYU. And Peter, he's just so happy to be there, chat. He can't believe it because they have the new exhibit in NYU, and they're studying what do you think it is, chat? Spiders, genetically engineered spiders. And Peter's like, look at all these goddamn spiders. He's telling all these science facts to Harry. Harry being very rude and dismissive towards him. Peter's explaining. Oh, you know that some spiders will camouflage themselves in order to attack their prey. And Harry's like, Peter, why would you think I would ever want to know that? And Peter's like, who wouldn't? That is cool, Chad. That's a cool fact. I will give him that. And he's like, fucking Harry, this is like the biggest goddamn microscope. The giant stethoscope was next door in the other room. How do you work a giant stethoscope, chap? Doesn't make any goddamn sense. Oh my God. Oh, no, Darkstar, think of the 5 biddies. Nick Luzzy, think of the 100 biddies. Our stream baby's name is Craig, of course it is. Of fucking course it is. But keep up the great work. Thank you, Nick Luzzy. I appreciate the generosity. Thank you so much, guys. I just momentarily muted the alert sounds, guys, as I do my review, because I did get some feedback in regards to some of the reviews I've been posting. Some people would like the alert sounds muted when I go over the stuff, but I will turn them back on. I'll turn them back on in a bit, though. So thank you again for all the support. In case I missed you, thank you so much. And so Peter's going over all this stuff, and and Harry's just, I don't care about this, Peter. Just stop talking to me. God, you're such a loser. Being very rude. And eventually, Harry and Peter, they see MJ. She's looking at the spiders. Also, this lady's talking about, oh yeah, we engineered super spiders, like very strong. The tents, they have very strong webbing. They're good at jumping and shit. And also, which I'm like, what the fuck does this make any sense? We designed another spider to have a sort of sixth sense, a spider sense, if you will. And I'm like, I don't think that can happen. But it's like, all right, we'll go with it. To sense danger when it's coming before it happens, just know. It's like, yeah, you did that? Okay, sure. That's how they could get over and try to explain this whole situation about the spider sense and that ability. Which is like, all right, fine, fair enough. And Harry and Peter, they're both looking at MJ. She's all by herself. Flash Thompson, he fucked off somewhere else. So he was antagonizing Peter and their young teacher, who is by far much younger than any of the students who are on this trip. He took Flash aside and said, "Hey, don't beat up Peter Parker, okay? He's gonna be better than you anyway." And so he's talking to him, and Harry goes, "You just like, you should go over there." And Peter's like, "No, I don't want to." And Harry's like, "Fuck it, I'll go over then." And Peter's like, "No, wait, god damn it, I blew it." And so Harry goes over there, and he's like, "Hey, how you doing?" She's like, "Oh, it's like these spiders are so disgusting." And he's like, "Yeah, disgusting. I hate them." She's like, "I love them." And Harry's like, "Yeah, me too." And she's like, "You're fucking full of shit." And he starts saying all the science facts that Peter was telling him. He's like, "Yeah, did you know that spiders will camouflage themselves to attack their prey? And did you also know that this is like the biggest microscope in the eastern seaboard?" And Peter's like, "What the fuck?" It's like, what a shitty thing to do. It was terrible. Harry is absolutely a douche, chat. Absolutely a douchebag in this. I mean, he's a douchebag in all the movies. I do not like Harry Osborne. I'm not a fan of what he does to Peter. It's like, oh, woe is Harry. By the end of the movie, oh, MJ loves Peter. It's like, grow a fucking spine. Jesus Christ. And so they're complaining about all that nonsense, chat. Or like they're talking, and fucking good old Teach, he walks over. He's like, "Harry, you talked throughout that one woman spider talk. Let's go ahead and talk about how to be fucking respectful." So he goes off with good old Teach, chat. And then Peter's like, "Now's my time." And he goes up to MJ, and he's super socially awkward and weird already. And he's like, "Picture for the school paper?" And she goes, "Sure, yeah." He's like, "Yeah." And he just starts taking all these picture chat, like a few too many in my opinion. Just a few too many. And so while this is all happening, also, MJ, she spot while the fucking science lady was talking about, "We genetically engineered 15 spiders." And she's like, 14, and the other one's missing. And she goes, "Oh, I guess they're experimenting on that one." By the way, if you didn't know where the location of one of 15 super genetically engineered spiders, you would shut down the whole goddamn school, okay? We don't know what that thing can do. You create a new species, you could have a goddamn sci-fi thing-level virus on your hand. You know what the hell that thing can do. It's like, we gotta shut everything fucking down. We gotta scan everybody. Doesn't make any fucking sense, chat. I'm sorry. You're saving those? Oh, Darkslayer, exactly. You fucking stole my joke. You stole my joke, Darkslayer. Because I'm like, he is taking way too many pictures. I'm like, bullshit, these are for the school paper. You are gonna be jerking it. He's like, oh yeah. Got a couple of this for the spank bank. gonna jerk it to these tonight. But chat, as he's distracted by and distracted by his images, his thoughts of MJ, which he'll definitely be jerking it to tonight. The little spider, the little genetically engineered spider was missing, chat. Oh, it's web. It's fucking having the web cut off its butt, and it lands on good old Peter Parker's hand. And MJ, she's called over by one of her friends. She just fucking leaves, doesn't say thanks, Peter, or anything like this. Just fucking distracted and walks away. And Peter goes, "Okay, thank you." And then, and the spider just bites him. He goes, and by the way, the spider, chat, was not CGI. They actually painted this spider red and blue. And so this thing, you're like, okay, this thing has a limited lifespan at this point because we put some toxic fucking paint that is slowly being absorbed into its little body. And so they probably went through like a ton of fucking spiders for this thing. I don't know how it happened, King Kodiak. It doesn't make any goddamn sense to me how they were able to paint this fucking thing. But that's what they did. That's what they did. A lot of dead spiders. Peter would have lost their goddamn minds. And he's like, by the way, chat, when I get bit by this fucking thing, it already begins swelling up, and it's that. And again, Peter has seen what these genetically engineered spiders look like. I'd be like, excuse me, I was just bit by one of those genetically engineered spiders. Am I gonna be okay? I would immediately start fucking panicking, chat. I'd be like, oh my god. But apparently, Peter Parker, again, a man of science, chat, a man of science, and he's like, know what? I'm not gonna bother with it because I'm socially awkward and I don't want to cause any issues. And so then we cut to the home, chat. The home of May and Ben Parker, Peter's uncle and aunt, respectively. And Uncle Ben, he's out of work. Okay, he lost his job at the steel mill, or the fuck, I don't know where he works. Jay, steel mill, I guess. And he's screwing in a light. And Aunt May's like, make sure you don't fall on your ass and die. Uncle Ben is like, shut up, woman. Actually, they love each other, chat. Cliff Robertson and Rosemary Harris have some good chemistry with each other. Again, Rosemary Harris sadly kind of falls into the trope of old woman Aunt May, where she's constantly worrying about the bills and the fact that she's old and she's constantly in danger. I am very much in favor of Marissa Tomei Aunt May, but Raimi was very much adhering to the original 60s take on the character. So fair, that's what they were going for, and she does a good enough job. Cliff Robertson, I think, does a great job as Uncle Ben. He doesn't have enough. He doesn't have enough time. There's always a steel mill. There's always a steel mill. It's always closing down, chat. There's always a steel mill that is just closed down in America. This is the way it is. Oh, we'll get oh, those eyes. Those horrible yellow. We'll get to that soon. And so they're talking about that. She's like, you should probably get a goddamn job. We're going to lose our house, okay? I'm not going to be able to make an infinite amount of breakfast sausage for you. Which, by the way, chill, let me say, there's a reason why they're running out of money. Because Aunt May makes way too much breakfast food. If the next scene, chat, we see her. She has like a plate filled, chat, with about, I don't know, 2 dozen Vienna sausages. Why is Aunt May and goddamn Uncle Ben eating so much Vienna sausage? They're like in their 70s. They probably, those are high in cholesterol. If they consume that, chat, they'll be dead the next day. That's why they're fucking, she's a hoarder, chat. That's what this all is. She just hoards fucking food, and they have to throw it out, and they spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars every week on Vienna sausages and other products they don't even fucking need. It doesn't make any goddamn sense. There's hungry bullshit. They're not doing anything with those goddamn Vienna sausages. I can tell you that right now. So they're talking. He's looking at the paper check, because that's what you do back then if you're looking for a job. You don't have an internet. You don't have internet yet. This is like right when, I mean, I guess technically people were using computers in their homes by this point. It is 2002, 2001, 2002. So you did see that, but it still wasn't, you didn't really see that too much in films yet. It still did take a while. Like the online internet craze still didn't catch on in media just yet, chat. Like even Hollywood is still trying to understand it, chat. Like Hackers had only come out like 5 years ago. So again, they were still trying to wrap their head around like what is the internet. And so that's why you see, like, everyone reads a newspaper. The newspaper industry is incredibly successful, chat. The Daily Bugle stocks are amazing. I mean, it's like, Jesus Christ, this is a time capsule movie when you think about it, chat. It's not even 20 years old yet. So he's looking through the paper, chat, and funny enough, it's like computer technician, computer analyst. He's like, Jesus Christ, May, even the computers need analyzing. So he's like, all right, whatever. And then fucking Peter comes home. He's like, Peter Parker, how you doing, my man? Peter's like, I want to go to sleep now. And he's like, what? He's like, you're too monotone, Toby. What are you saying? He's like, I don't feel good. I'm going to go lay down. And so he goes upstairs, chat. And again, this, you see it, like, you don't get a close-up on him, chat, but you can obviously tell that there's just a giant welt, a growth of some sort that has overtaken his entire right hand. And if I am Uncle Ben and Aunt May, I'd be like, Peter, what's wrong with your hand? But the thing is, chat, these two are so hopped up on Vienna sausages and all that cholesterol is clogging their arteries that it's just causing the glaucoma to set in. It's happening before their very eyes, chat, so they don't know what the fuck they're looking at. They're assuming that's Peter Parker just walked through the goddamn door. They have no idea. And so he goes up there, chat. He's like, I'll be fine. Don't worry about me. And he just crawls. He just fucking passes. He's like, we see his little skinny, emaciated body, his little emaciated 28 to maybe 38-year-old body. And he just falls over, chat. He's like, and he sees he gets these dreams, chat, and we get the dino DNA. We see the DNA strands recombining and being pulled apart and reconstructed again. It's like, what's happening to Peter Parker? Oh, we shall find out. We shall find out. Meanwhile, chat, we cut to Oscorp. We cut to good old Oscorp, but Norman Osborne, he is going to be presenting some stuff to some interested backers, chat, the U.S. military, because he's working on some products for the U.S. military. Specifically, a hyper-advanced soldier suit that looks very, very similar to Tommy Oliver's green Power Ranger suit from 1993's Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, chat, and also a glider to be used in stealth operations. But the general being sent as the representative of the U.S. military is like, I've already seen the suit and the glider, okay? I want to hear about this formula. How have the tests been successful? Norman Osborn's like, oh, hello, General. Yes, the tests have been very successful in our mice subjects, and there's no concern whatsoever. With the exception of Dr. Strom over here, we can go on to human trials. And, the general's like, well, I want to hear Dr. Strom's opinion. Dr. Strom, why don't you believe that it's ready? He's like, well, there's some side effects. And he's like, what kind of side effects? Well, one of the subjects, the mice, even though they displayed increased intelligence, strength, and durability, there was some negative stuff. He's like, what negative stuff? He's like, well, it also caused irrationality, aggressive behavior, and insanity. I'm like, that's a big fucking side effect. And the general's like, what? Insanity? What do you suggest, Dr. Strom? He's like, we gotta take it back to formula. Norman's like, back to formula? Just get back to formula. I'm on Norman's side a little bit right here. It's like, you don't say that. Like, I want to share my opinion with my staff before I want to give a declarative opinion. Don't say it. We gotta take it back to formula. So I could see why Norman was very upset and why he used that line to then strangle and just fucking impale Dr. Strom later on in the movie. And Norman, he's just like, this isn't good. This isn't good. And, the general's like, listen, Norman, I don't like you. I think you're a piece of shit. I'm going to go with Quest Aerospace in like 2 weeks. They already got their project up and running. I'm going to go out there. And it's like, in 2 weeks time, if you don't get the fucking formula working, all right, you're finished. I'm pulling your money. And Oscorp is ruined. And he leaves, chat. And all the shareholders of Oscorp are also there too. And they're like, Norman, don't fuck this up. And Norman, he's also very sad, chat. He's like, shit, this is not good. This is just not good. And eventually he's like, well, my back's to the goddamn well, Strom. We gotta do the human trials. And Strom's like, we talked about it. It's like, I'll be the person to test the formula on. And Strom's like, no, Norman, we can't do that. It's like, I can get the necessary precautions, a medical team, a volunteer, but just give me 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, Oscorp will be ruined, okay? Sometimes in science, you gotta take risks. And this is my risk, okay? I'm not going to let this company be destroyed, all right? And so it's like, prep the shit. And they got the big old chamber working and everything like that. And he's like, bring me the juice. I don't know what the juice is, Jay. He drinks this juice. And he's like, why do you need this juice? It's like, when it hits my body, I can live, I guess. It doesn't make any sense. He's like, he got the juice, and he has his little speech. It's like, 45,000 years of evolution, and we've barely touched the top of it. And he goes, ugh, and he smashes, like he drinks the shit, and he smashes the container on the ground. Why are you smashing the container on the ground? The janitor, Oscorp janitor, custodial staff had to pick that up again, Norman. That's broken glass. That is a work hazard. There's a major work hazard, chat. He goes, it's like, I get it. Speech, 45,000 years of evolution, all that jazz. Like, I get it, but still, it's like kind of shitty. All right, whatever. And so he's like, all right, prep me, get me in here. And so they get him in this little contraption, chat. He lays down this gurney, and one of my favorite lines in the movie, chat, he puts these bracers on and he goes, oh, cold, which is that was William Dafoe's natural reaction in the movie. And Sam Raimi thought it was so fucking funny. He's like, no, we're putting that in there. That is in the movie. But that was just William Dafoe's natural. Oh, my nips! They were fucking frigid, chat. They might have been little William Dafoe icicles where his nipples would have been, okay? Little William Dafoe icicles. Let me get that image in your mind. William Dafoe icicles. And so they fucking put him in the chamber. And Strom's like, okay, I'm going to put the gas in there. And I was like, do it. And he fucking injects the gas in there. And Norman goes, oh. And it's all in there, and then Strom realizes, oh God, Norman's heart rate is like, it spikes dramatically. And he looks at me, and this always freaked me out, this scene as a kid, chat. The nipples, they hurt when I twist them. Exactly. This scene always freaked me out as a child, but when we cut inside the chamber, and Willem Dafoe's just going, it's like just freaking out, it's like having massive seizures. Strom's like, oh shit, and we cut back and forth between Strom trying to get in there, Norman, and it's like his eyes rolled back in the back of his head, and eventually when he gets in there, just bing, just flatlines, chat. Norman's dead. He's like, oh geez, no. And Strom, he goes up there, chat, and he's doing some like really shitty CPR. It's like that's not gonna be. He's like doing it's like that's not gonna bring him back. But it's okay, chat, because the heart monitor goes beep, 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 and he's back alive. And Strom goes, oh boy, Norman, that was a and Norman just grabs him by the goddamn throat, and he just pulls him to him. He says, back to formula. And he throws him through the fucking glass, chat, gets impaled on all these goddamn metallic spikes. All this gurney, she's like, And then Norman, he jumps up and he goes, ah, and he jumps forward. And I guess he rips him apart. We don't know what happened, Chad. He just rips him apart. It's like, wow, that was a lot of crazy shit. And eventually, we cut back to Spider-Man, Chad. I always thought he ate him. I don't know what. We don't know what happened to him. Like, I thought maybe he died when he threw him through the plate glass window and he got impaled and all that shit. But I guess he fucked him up even worse. Something else. Like, I was always wondering about that. Yeah. Eyes roll back. Did that scene ever freak you guys out? Freaked me out as a child. I was like, this. I don't think I'm supposed to see this. And so, then we come back to Peter Parker, Chad, and he's waking up, and his fucking weird giant growth is gone down. He's like, oh, that's great. Reaches for his glasses, Chad. Puts his glasses on, but wait a minute. It's so blurry when he puts his glasses on, but he takes them off. Perfect 20/20 vision. He's like, what the hell's going on? And then he looks at himself. He's like, whoa. He has all these fucking muscles, Chad. He's no longer emaciated anymore. You know? He's like, whoa, I look buff. It's like, not really, but you look good. He's got a nice physique, Chad. He's got a nice physique. Which, again, Spider-Man's not supposed to look buff. He's supposed to be slim but toned, and Tom Maguire nailed that. He looks good, like how he is. And he's looking at himself, and she's like, what the hell? And Aunt May's knocking, Peter, are you joking it again? Because she knows, chat. She fucking does his laundry. She has picked up many a crusty sock. Okay, just like, oh, there's only one way these things have gotten as hard as they have. Like, that stuff turned to paper mache, chat. We know what Spider-Man's doing. We know what Peter's doing. Oh, yep. He's like, yep. He's like, oh, yeah, she says, is there any change? He's like, yep, big change. He's like, what does that mean? I feel great. He's like, well, you're going to miss the bus again. And he fucking gets all prepared, chat. He's just walking around. He's just like, wow, I just feel so different. It's crazy. And eventually, chat, he walks outside and he follows Mary Jane. Mary Jane, her father was harassing her, chat, going, yeah, you dumb bitch. You just like you broad. Your mother, worthless. She's like, I got to go to school. Like, abusive father, chat, a very abusive home life. Father yelling at her, berating her and shit. And Peter, it's like, what would be a good thing is like, hey, he would actually walk up to her. Like a normal person, chat. I'm going to walk up to her and say, hey, are you okay? Like, is everything okay? And the thing is, it's so fucked up, chat, because even before the movie starts, or not, well, the movie started and everything, but like when he wakes up and shit, he's like realizing all this shit, we realize he has lived next door to Mary Jane Watson the entire time. We find out he's lived next door to her since he was 6 years old. And so are you telling me, movie, that they established that he has not once talked to her at all until they're at the fucking the school, the spider exhibit? It's like, all right, come on now. That to me is a little ridiculous. And then this is just weird. Where then he just follows her by, I don't know, like a good 20 feet behind her, and it's like coming up with a conversation in his head how he's going to talk to her. It's just like, this is awkward as hell. And this is what I'm talking about. These certain scenes take me just completely out of it. It's like he's not a regular person. He's not a person. Like, okay, he's socially awkward, that's fine, he's nerdy, but this is a whole nother level, chat. This is like sociopathic tendencies here, okay? There's just nothing charming about this. It's just fucking weird, and it's a turnoff. And so he's just come up with this conversation in his head about going up to MJ like the entire time. We're following him for like, he probably followed her for like 6 blocks or something, chat. And eventually she gets into car or whatever of her friends. She drives off to school, and he's distracted. The bus drives by. He's like, hey, wait for me. And the bus driver's like, hey, MJ's not here for you, man. I don't give a shit about you. And he grabs onto this little poster that's on the school bus, chat, but it peels off. The thing is, he didn't grab onto it. Actually, it just peels off naturally. He's like, oh, it's stuck to me. It's like he's stuck to it. And he's like, what the fuck? And he's like, he pulls it off. He's like, what? He's like, he's so confused. And he's like, well, I'll just get to school. Eventually, chat, we see, by the way, then we cut back to the home of Norman Osborn. And man, he has had a bender, chat. He woke up and he's like, oh my God, I feel awful. Ugh. And then Harry, he checks on him. He's like, Dad, are you okay? He's like, I don't know. I don't remember anything, Harry. And he's like, oh, you could just sit down, Dad. Sit down. You need some water? He's like, yeah, thanks, man. Thanks, son. Brings some water, Chad. And then this fucking, some Norman Osborne assistants come in. He's like, Norman, there's been a break-in. Tosco, he's like, what? A break? What are you talking about? He's like, Dr. Strom is dead. He's been murdered. He's like, what? Dr. Strom is dead? Yeah, and by the way, the glider and the suit have been stolen. He goes, oh my God. And it's like, he doesn't realize it, Chad. This is kind of cool. I like that they set up he has a split personality disorder where he doesn't know exactly what's happening. I mean, to a point where it's like he does know, he does acknowledge it, but at first he doesn't know. Like the goblin persona like takes on, it's like a werewolf type of thing where it takes over his body. It's like, okay, this is interesting. I like that. Oh, so jump scare time. Oh yeah, though there's a ton of jump scares. Oh yeah, we get like a jump scare. Because he remembers back in the laboratory. He's like, I remember, and then we cut. And it's like crazy William Dafoe. Thank you, Control Wildflower, for resubscribing. I did turn the alert sounds back on, chat. Thank you. 6 months on a 3-month streak. That is so kind of you. Thank you, Control Wildflower. Hope you enjoyed the stream. But then, chat, he's like, shit, that's not good. Then we cut back to Peter Parker, and he's eating lunch. He's in the lunchroom, chat, eating, I don't know what the fuck he's eating. He's eating something, chat. Eating French fries. I think he's eating French fries. Got some broccoli. Got some tater tots, if you will, chat. The cornerstones of any nutritious high school breakfast, chat. And he sees MJ walking by. He's just fucking staring at her all creepy and shit. And eventually she trips. He's like, oh, she trips on some shit, chat. But something activates in him. And he grabs onto her, and he grabs her tray, and he catches every single item of food that flew up in the air, chat. And then we get, but by the way, this scene, they actually did this. They filmed this multiple times in order for him to catch the food like that. And both Chris and Dunton McGuire, were so scared that they were going to flub their lines after actually doing it. So that was real. And then she has to like, whoa, hey, nice reflexes. And he just stares at her. He doesn't say anything. She's like, hey, I never knew your eyes were so blue. Nothing. She goes, okay, I'm gonna leave now. And she takes her food. He's like, damn it, I blew it again. It's like, no shit, Peter, talk to her. And so he sits back down. She sits next to Flash or whatever. And he's like, ugh. And notices, oh, weird, my fucking fork is stuck to my hand again. He fucking pulls the fork off, and he sees this weird goo come out of him. Now, at this point, chat, if everything that's happened to me, I'm sticky, I got a cool, the physique in 2020 vision, that's great. But I'm sticky for some reason. And all of a sudden, I see this weird white goo coming out of my wrists. I'd be like, what the fuck is happening? Darkstar, what a mutant. He is. They should have established that. But you see this, he's like, what the hell? And he's like, ew. And then all of a sudden, it's like, it just fires out, chat. It ejaculates. The spider ejaculate is ejaculated across the lunchroom, and it grabs it on the tree. He's like, is everyone seeing that? Like, no one's paying attention to him, chat? He's like, oh, he tries to get off of him, but he pulls it too hard, and the tray goes, boom, it comes right at him, chat. Ducks right in the back of Flash Thompson's head. Covered in fucking veggies, mixed veggies, chat, spaghetti. All the spaghetti and veg is on good old Flash Thompson. Peter's like, shit, I gotta get the fuck out of here. Dark's I think with the 5 minutes. Peter jizzing everywhere. He's just jizzing everywhere. He jizzes so much in this movie. Even before he had got the web fluid. Which, by the way, chat, this is the establishment of the organic web fluid. I'm not a big fan of organic web fluid. I prefer... I like that they emphasize the fact that Peter, he's also a genius. He can make things. And the Raimi trilogy doesn't really go into that. Despite him being very intelligent, he rarely, he doesn't use his intelligence for practical purposes. He's like, no, I'm going to pursue photography. It's like, why? You're a fucking, you're a genius. You can have any goddamn job you want, but he doesn't do that, Chad. So I don't like this. But he has it, and Flash is like, I'm going to fucking kill you. And Peter walks out, and he's the tray still attached to him and everything. And eventually he gets out of the lunchroom. He's like, what the fuck? What's wrong with me? Jesus Christ. And he goes to his locker, and then he's like, whoa. Because everything, Flash Thompson's come up behind him, chat. And all of a sudden, everything slows down. He goes, what the hell is that? And we go to all these specific scenes. We see the fly, moving in slow motion, chat. We see, a spitball as it's being spit out of a straw. All these things are happening at the same time. And then you see Flash Thompson's punch going, boom, and it hits the locker. But Peter Parker, he dodges it just in the nick of time. He's like, you're fucking dead, Parker. And Peter's just like, I want to fight you. I want to fight you, Flash. He's like, yeah, we want to fight me either. And he just starts fucking trying to hit Peter, chat, but he's missing every single punch. Like he can't get a bead on Tobey Maguire at all, chat. Everyone's like being a big old circle around them, and Flash is like, "Come in here, bro. Come and help me out." And they both go ahead and chat, and he does like a fucking quadruple a jump in the air, and he just lands like, "What the fuck?" And Flash jumps his friend's like, "Hey, you got this, man." He's like, "Get out of here." And he tries to hit Peter again. He keeps whiffing shit. He's like, Harry, like even MJ's like, "Harry, get in there, help him." And Harry's just like, "Who do you want me to help? Which one?" I don't think Peter needs any help. Chris, everything with 5 biddies. And he's going back and forth until eventually, Joe Manchin, he fucking hits the locker and fucks up, and Peter just goes, boop, one punch, he goes flying all the way back. Joe Manganiello's head just caves in, chat. His perfect teeth, nose just goes inside of his skull. The meat and blood just explodes. I mean, he's fucked up real good. He goes all the way back, chat, slides in. Teacher drops all of his food on his face. All the bloody mess that is Flash Thompson's face, chat. Everyone's like, "Holy shit, Parker, you really are a freak." And he's like, "Ah," and he runs away. He runs away, chat. And MJ's like, what the hell was that? And Peter, he goes outside the school, chat. And he's like, he ends up in an alleyway. He's just like, he's so confused. Like, he doesn't understand what's happening to his body, chat. It's puberty. It's puberty. That's what you're going through, Peter. And eventually he looks at his hand, and we see, really creepy, very, very creepy. We see these little tiny hairs, or like legs, almost like legs, like spider legs, coming out of his hand. And he's like, wait a minute. And then we get probably this is when they use practical effects right here, and it works because it's very simple, chat. All they did is they show him climbing up the wall for the first time, which is amazing. And it looks good because all they did was they reversed it. Like Tobey Maguire, he's actually just crawling on a surface, like flat. Like on the floor, literally. But how they position the camera looks like he's climbing up. And that's all it is, and it looks great. They did the same trick to a degree in The Fly. Remember David Cronenberg's The Fly? Sam Raimi even said, my big reference to do this scene was Cronenberg's The Fly, because I wanted to make it look as natural and realistic as possible. And he nailed it, chat. And then we cut to Peter going, "Woo!" And we instantly transition to, again, some really bad CGI special effects where he is running across this roof and he is just bouncing and rubbery, chat. He might as well be a PS2 cutscene. That's what we're getting right here. And he's jumping across. He's like, whoa! And you see the green halo over his hair because of the green. All this is green screen. And it's like he's jumping across all these things. It doesn't look good until he finally's like, "Oh, I can't jump across these anymore. There's too much of a gap." But he sees like a crane. Oh, there's always a crane where Spider-Man is. He's like, "Hey, as long as there's some fucking cranes, I can get around New York City." And he's like, "Wait a minute. Maybe I could swing over there if I just activate my web." And he's like, "Go, web, go!" It's like, that didn't work. Fly! Shazam! DC reference right there. Actually make a lot of DC superhero references in this chat. That's the first one, Shazam. But it's like not activating. They also make fun of the way some people do Spider-Man's webbing, which is this. It's not this, Chad. It's this. It's this, as we all know. This is how you do it, not this. He does this at one point. Like, that's not right. So he eventually goes, and it activates. Oh, it shoots out of his wrist. He goes, whoa. Does it again. More of the shooting. He's like, okay. And he, holds down a chat, and it attaches. He's like, oh, my God, I got it. Whoa. He's so excited about it. And he's like, okay, all right. This is the first time I'm ever going to attempt a web swing. What am I going to say? What cool thing am I going to say? Maybe not say anything. Just like, oh, here we go. He's like, but no, Chad. He says, tally ho. It's like, why? Why tally ho? Of all the things you could have picked, tally ho. And he fucking goes on. This scene is fun. He jumps off of it and he goes, ah! He slams right into a goddamn billboard. Chad brains himself. Good comedic time, because it instantly cuts then to him going home. Oh, by the way, earlier when he gets up, he's all feeling fucking spry and pretty good about himself. And like Uncle Ben's like, whoa, look at you. He's like, hey, Uncle Ben, I'm gonna be home to fucking help you paint. He's like, I hope so, Michelangelo. And by the way, chat, again, Aunt May and Uncle Ben eating a mound of Vienna sausages. Go back to that scene. You will see about 24 Vienna sausages on one single plate. Why are you eating that when you're 75 goddamn years old? I don't know. It's weird to me. Here's healthier options at this point, okay? Not that I'm mad for Uncle Ben. And so eventually he goes back home, Chad, and he's fucking late because he was playing with his spider powers the entire goddamn day. Kitchen's already up pan, which, by the way, terrible puke green color. I don't know. I mean, you got to sell this house eventually. No one's going to buy a house with a puke green kitchen. Disgusting. And so he gets over there and he's like, but then it's like, hey, Michelangelo, a little sarcasm right there. Fucking meatloaf and veg is in the fridge. And also a mound of Vienna sausages. We got too many. Your aunt won't stop buying them, Peter. You have to help me eat them. I'm filled with so much sausage. Please. Please. I don't know if Peter eats them. Eventually, we cut back to the outside of the house chat where he's throwing out the garbage, and we hear in the MJ, the Watson resident says, you goddamn bitch, what are you doing? Get the fuck out of here! And then we see MJ, and she's like, did you hear what they say? He's like, and Peter's just like, I heard some things that were said in that house over there. And she's like, yeah. And he's like, don't worry about it. Like, everyone screams. Everyone screams sometimes. Like, your aunt and uncle don't scream. It's like, oh, you should hear them. They can holler pretty goddamn loud. A protein, Chris, protein. There is, listen, the only thing that's in Vienna sausages is salt, and that's it. Salt and a mysterious meat product. Soylent Green and salt, that's all it is. You're a bum, MJ, you're a bum. I'll teach you, what's the line? Teach you the piss lightning and crap thunder. Dark to the 5 minutes. Thank you. They're on death's door, Chris. The Grim Reaper's looking at his watch, waiting for them to croak. Oh, yeah. Yeah, just Uncle Ben. He hastened his death. He's like, listen, I can't eat any more sausage, please. Just fucking kill me already. And they're fucking talking and everything. They're bonding over their stuff. And it's like, chat, this is like the first conversation they've ever had in their life. And like, not counting the photography such, but he's lived next to her since he was 6 years old. They were both about 35 years old at this point, so they have not spoken to each other for 32 goddamn years. It's goddamn ridiculous, okay? And so she's asking Peter, like, what do you want to do when you leave high school? And his answer is, I want to be a photographer. Peter Parker, chat, as we've been established in this movie, genius level intellect, incredibly intelligent. Okay, has great, a grasp over the scientific arts. He's like, I want to be a photographer. Yeah, you're going to be a photographer in New York City? Unless you're going to open a goddamn gallery next week, you ain't going to be paid shit. So it's like, oh, like, bullshit. And then MJ's like, I want to be an actress. And she says it's lame. Peter's like, it's not lame. It's not lame at all. I cried like a baby when I saw you in Cinderella. And she's like, Peter, that was in first grade. He goes, I know, and I still cry. It's like, he has some weird emotional issues, chat. Weird emotional issues. Her dad's bad at the comics. Oh, yeah, no, Mr. Watson's a piece of shit. No doubt. No doubt about that, chat. Why does this movie sound so different when Chris describes? No, it's the same thing, Duma. I'm telling you, this is how it is. This is how it is. I need a drink, by the way. I need a drink. I lied. I'm going to take a sip when I'm done with the review. Nope, need one now. And so then, chat, well, they're still talking about the fucking Flash. Peter asks, like, how's Flash doing? Is he doing okay? And she goes, yeah, she's just lucky. He's just happy you didn't give him a black eye for a graduation picture. He goes, oh, that's great. And speak of the fucking devil, Flash Thompson, he pulls up, chat, in a brand new spanking automobile, a sports car. He's like, hey, babe, I got my car. Come here. And she goes, woo! And she's all excited, chat. She gets in the car. He's like, hey, babe, don't scratch the leather. Come on now. And they drive off without even saying goodbye to Peter. It's like, okay, MJ is clearly very vain and neglectful of people who actually care for her life based on the physical and emotional abuse from her father and no, I guess her mother's kind, but her father. So it's like she's treating everyone else. She's exerting all of her negative thoughts and feelings and behaviors on other people that don't need that, chat. But Peter's like, I love MJ, and he decides, in his infinite wisdom, the way for MJ to get to pay attention to me is I need to buy an automobile. And so, chat, again, this is 2002, and he goes to the source of information that every teenager was using at the time, a newspaper. And so he picks up a newspaper, chat, and he's looking at all these cars. But he can't afford a convertible that's $30,000. No, so he goes all the back goddamn pages, and he finds a convertible for $3,000. I'm saying, if you're buying a convertible for $3,000, that thing is on death's door. That thing's not going to move. You're buying that for just to keep that in your goddamn driveway. That's like, so Peter, again, not very smart. He might be, like, intelligent, but he's not street smart. And we get all this bad, like shots of, like, yeah, MJ's gonna be so great. Well, we see MJ's face coming and goes, Peter, you got a new car. It's very awkward and weird. But Peter's like, how am I gonna pay for this car? I only have $3,000. And he looks right below, chat. The ad right below the sports car that costs $3,000 is a join this wrestling match contest. $3,000 top prize. And he goes, I'm gonna become a wrestler. Thank you, Dark Side, another 5 days. Why would he need a car in New York? Again, very good point. Very good point. It doesn't make any goddamn sense. Oh, Bonesaw is getting ready, chat. And so then we get the, this is how they get around him doing the spider suit, like creating the spider suit. And we don't see it here at first, but he's come up with different designs, variation designs. Donnie Elfman scores. I think this is the first time we hear the Elfman score, like after the credit sequence. We hear it again. He's designing the suit. And it's like he finally finds the version that he wants. He's like, yeah, but I'm not going to do that one. I don't have the time. And then, chat, we cut. And it's Aunt May and Uncle Ben. They're talking. He's like, hey, he's always up in his room nowadays. I don't know what the hell he's doing up there. We cut to Peter Parker, and he's just fucking ejaculating all over, chat. Spider ejaculating, not regular ejaculating, chat. Spider ejaculating, and he's like hitting his webbing with Coke cans and things and shit. He's not very accurate. He's trying to get the aiming down. He's fucking destroying his room. And Aunt May's like, Peter, are you masturbating in there, Peter? And he's like, no, Aunt May, leave me alone. She's like, you're acting very strangely, Peter. Aunt May, I'm in an awkward stage in my life. Please leave. Okay, Peter. And she goes back downstairs. And Peter's like, okay, I got into this wrestling competition. It's tonight. And he's got his fucking super suit and everything. He's like, all right, bye, guys. I'm going to go to the library. Uncle Ben's like, ooh, I got to talk to him. No, hey, Michelangelo, I'll take you there myself. And he goes, oh, don't worry, I'll take you. He's like, nah. Like, I want to take you. I need some exercise. And he goes, hey, man, I'm gonna do good. And she's like, I know, Father. And he fucking runs out with Peter. And he drives him to the library. Peter's like, thanks, Uncle Ben. He's about to get out of the car. And Uncle Ben's like, hey, wait. Just got to talk to you. Got to talk to you for a second, Peter. Listen, I know that, listen, your aunt and I, we haven't really gotten a chance to talk to you in a while. You're always up in your room. You're always doing things. You're out and about. I just wanted to ask you if everything's okay. Peter's like, everything's fine. Uncle Ben's like, everything's fine. I mean, I heard about that fight at school, the school call. And he's like, listen, Uncle Ben, I didn't start that fight. He's like, I know you didn't. And I bet, I'm sure that Flash Thompson deserved what he got. But the thing is, he brought it himself. The thing is, it's even though you can start a fight, and even though you ended the fight, doesn't mean that you should have started either. Okay? Listen, Peter, let me tell you some things right now. I've made some mistakes in my life. You know, I've gone through the same things that you've gone through. And Peter's like, you definitely have not, Uncle Ben. And Uncle Ben's thinking it's puberty. He's like, no, Uncle Ben has never had spider powers, chat. That's not going to be the big fucking twist. That Uncle Ben has spider powers the entire time? Holy shit. Rand Sage, welcome to stream. Hope you're doing very well. In my Spider-Man review. Peter, are you having the sex? Yeah, they're having the talk, exactly. And Uncle Ben, he's like, Sam, listen. You're going through a lot of changes in your life right now, and you're growing into the man you're eventually going to become. And Peter's like, why are you telling me all this? He's like, listen, Peter, you're going through all these changes, and, you know, with great power comes great responsibility, okay? I just want you to remember that. He's like, whatever, Uncle Ben, okay? Just stop lecturing me. He's like, listen, I don't mean to lecture. I don't mean to talk to you this way, but, you know, I just want to pass on some advice. I know I'm not your father. And then we get the line, chat, that kills me every single time. Then stop acting like it. And you just see the expression on Cliff Robertson's face just, like that hit him, chat. It's like he was shot. It's like he was literally shot, chat, in the chest. And what a coincidence. What a coincidence about to happen. And he's like, okay. I'll pick you up at 10. And Peter, he's like, you can tell that Peter feels bad about it. He's like, I shouldn't have said that. But he gets out of the car, and then he goes to the library, but he doesn't, chat. Thank you for the 5 minutes. Peter, you're 38 years old. Get a job. Peter, you gotta get out of the house. Okay? But take me with you, please. She keeps making me eat Vienna sausages. It's too much, Peter. It's too much. May's just fucking crazy. Exactly. It hurts. Like, this is a great scene. Like, it's one of these moments in this film with, like, they nail this. Tom Maguire's acting really well in this scene. That line, stop acting like it. And I love that line. And then the expression on Cliff Robertson's face is just this sadness. Just, he feels so bad. And Peter, he goes, then he doesn't go to the library. He goes to the wrestling match, chat, and he enters in the competition where we see a young Octavia Spencer, chat. She plays one of the ticket booth people who signs Peter in. And I'm like, shit, forgot Ma. Yo, Octavia Spencer, very talented actress. I'm like, whoa, I forgot she did like a lot of roles like this in the 90s and 2000s, chat. She did like a ton. She's in like Halloween 2 and like the Rob Zombie film where she dies. I'm like, what the hell? Yeah, she's like, sir, you do know that the American Wrestling Federation is not liable for any injuries that will most likely occur to you. And he goes like, yeah, I know, I understand. He's like, God be with you. And then, chat, we get him. Oh, we cut to him, chat, because we see a wrestling match currently happening right now. And this fucking wrestler, chat, he kills this guy. He fucking breaks his goddamn legs. My legs! I can't feel my legs is a line that we do here in the movie. And we're introduced by fucking Groovy Bruce himself, chat. Groovy Bruce Campbell, of course, has been featured in many Sam Raimi films of Ash Williams, chat. They started their careers together with The Evil Dead, chat, the original 1981 horror classic. Love that movie. And we see he's the wrestler announcer, chat, and he has the honor and privilege of saying, who will face Bonesaw? And Bonesaw, chat, is played by the sadly the great and late, sadly late, Macho Man Randy Savage, chat. I really forgot about it. I shocked myself. Macho Man. Let me put some respect on that name, chat. Motherfucking Macho Man Randy Savage, chat. Ooh, 3 minutes. 3 minutes of playtime. And he's there right now. And he's like, who shall challenge this wrestler? And this person will be... And he goes up, he's like, I don't know your name, kid. What's your name? And he goes, the Human Spider. He's like, that name fucking sucks. He's like, you will be fighting the Amazing Spider-Man. He's like, it's Peter's just like, these fucking jammies. He's like, he didn't say my name right. He's like, I don't give a fuck. Get out there. Get out there. And he just starts getting berated by the audience, getting garbage thrown at him, like these very well-endowed wrestler ladies are like badgering him and shit. And he gets in the fucking wrestling ring, chat, and all of a sudden the fucking cage comes down. Everyone's like, cage! He's like, wait a minute, I didn't sign up for a cage match. What's going on? And then we hear him chat, Bonesaw is ready, and I have you for 3 minutes. 3 minutes of playtime. And he's fucking, Macho Man just runs at Peter Parker, like, ugh! But Peter just jumps. He just jumps out of the way, chat. It's like easy peasy. There's no problem at all. And eventually, Peter just keeps jumping. He goes on top of the ring. He's like, get down here. It's like, no, you get up here. He's like, oh, you son of a bitch. He's like, hey, that's a lovely dress. Did your husband make it for you? Which is a joke that has not aged well in hindsight. Did not age well, that joke. He's like, yeah. He tries to jump up there, chat. And he misses him. And then Spider-Man, he uses his webbing and he fucking kicks Macho Man in the face. He's like, oh, I didn't like that. And Macho Man, he comes in with the fucking steel chair. He starts hitting Spider-Man. Just finish him with the chair. But, chat. Spider-Man, he gets on his back and he just starts fucking kicking the shit out of Macho Man Randy Savage right in the goddamn chin. Probably causing a severe concussion, chat. Broken goddamn jaw. Hits him in the goddamn face. Throws him against the cage, and he is down. Down in 2 minutes. Everyone goes, woo! Bruce Campbell's like, and the winner is the Amazing Spider-Man! Spider-Man! Everyone's so excited. So, yay, Peter won. He won the money, chat. He can now buy the piece of shit sports car that MJ will fall in love with him because he has it? All right, sure. And so then we are at the manager's booth, chat, in the manager's office, and this guy's counting all his money, lays down a $100 bill. But he just starts counting again. He's not laying any more money down. Peter's like, this is just $100. He goes, yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, and you're lucky that you're getting that. He's like, what are you talking about? The fucking advertisement was for $3,000. Yeah, $3,000 for 3 minutes in the cage, and you pinned him in 2. All right? You're lucky that you're getting that right now, kid. Now fuck off. And Peter's like, sir, I need this money. And the guy goes, I don't see how that's my problem. Peter's like, you asshole. I'm gonna sue you, okay, for false advertising. But Peter, he's a goddamn simp. And so he just takes the money, chat, and he walks out. Meanwhile, another guy comes in the office, fucking throws his bag at him. He goes, what the hell? And he pulls a gun. He's like, now put all the money in the bag. Darcy, think of the 5 minutes. I'll say, fuck that manager, right? Could have sued him for false advertising, chat. Peter would have had a case. He is liable for more money now, probably. And Peter's walking down all fucking disenfranchised and shit. But everyone says, and all of a sudden, chat, you hear this fucking guy going, hey, that guy stole my money. And you see this guy just go, somebody stop him. Hey, stop him. These officers are somehow working there too. Like, hey, stop that guy. And Peter, he just sees it's like, nope, lets him pass on by. And he goes in the elevator. And he's like, hey, thanks, man. And the door's shut, and the police officer walks over. He's like, you missed him. We got to get him. What are you doing? And then eventually the wrestling manager comes by. He's like, hey, what are you doing? You could have torn him apart. Why'd you? No, I lost my money. And Spider-Man says, I don't see why that's my problem. Ooh, bird. And Peter has this smug fucking look on his face, chat. This smug fucking look. Just, of course. And eventually, chap, as we know, my friends, as we know, with great power comes great responsibility. And Peter's going to learn that lesson the hard way. Eventually, he heads back to the library, chat, and this big crowd is formed. He doesn't understand what's going on. And he learns apparently someone has been shot. And he parts through the crowd. Chat, thank you, Dr. for another 5 minutes. I see the cops are as reliable back then as today. Yep, consistency, my friend. And he parts the crowd, and he sees, oh my God, it's Uncle Ben. Uncle Ben has been shot. He's like, what's happened? What happened? There's a carjacking. He's like, oh my God. And the thing is, like, Uncle Ben, he is, like, so close to death, and I love it, too, because he could barely even say, he's like, Peter? Like, he can't even say, like, I love you or anything or, like, a last word. She just, Peter? And you see he's so scared. He's scared, and he's crying. And then and then, sadly, it is ruined a little bit by Tom McGuire. He has an ugly cry, just... It's just ugly cries. It's just like you're killing the mood right now, Toby. And eventually, Cliff Robertson, Uncle Ben, he passes away. He passes away, and Peter's just like rage building. And so then he puts on his jammies chat, and apparently he listens to the police scanner. He's like, I want to find the guy, and because he sees him, he sees the car that. By the way, Uncle Ben's car is Ash's car from The Evil Dead, which I love. Love that little Easter egg right there. It's in every single one of his movies, I think. And so Peter eventually, he's like, all right, gotta learn to web swing now. And so eventually he starts to figure it out, Chad. And it's rough and everything. He's struggling a bit, but he gets there. And he outruns the cops eventually. He outpaces the cops, and he tracks the guy down in this warehouse. And the fucking robber, he's like, he's in the warehouse, Chad. He's like, he's trying to like hold out here. But then fucking Spider-Man comes on down. Peter Parker comes down. He just starts fucking beating the shit out of the robber. He's like, come on, man, what are you doing? Come on, man, leave me alone. What are I doing? He was like, do you know what you did? Did you know what you did? You know who you shot? You know who you killed? And he's like, I don't know, man, I don't know. And eventually Peter, I think he takes his mask off at one point, and but again, the guy's in the light. He's all in darkness. Then he sees his face as he gets to a window, chat, and it's the robber of the wrestling match. It's the same guy, and this realization unfolds on Peter's face. Like, oh my God, I let this guy get away, and he shot Uncle Ben. Holy shit. There's another 5 minutes. Thank you. Ash sold it to Uncle Ben, got it back, and sold it to Ganoush. Mrs. Ganoush. Then got it back and probably did. And so he just can't believe it. And he's just shocked. And all these images are playing back in his head. He's like, and then the guy fucking just like, see you later. And he's about to shoot him, chap. But Spider-Man's like, fuck that. He grabs his arm, twists it, and the bone just snaps. It's like, ah! He screams and shit, gun drop. And the guy's like, and he fucking trips over his own goddamn feet, chap. Falls through a window and falls about 5 goddamn stories. Boom! Hits the goddamn ground. Blood, cartilage, bones splayed out everywhere. I mean, honestly, like, Peter, this is like probably 3rd-degree murder / manslaughter at this point, I want to say. Probably manslaughter. Definitely manslaughter, chat. And so this guy's like a wanted fucking murderer at this point. And so he fucking, hey, who's up there? But he fucking leaves before they can do that, chat. Peter goes back home, and we see him on the outside of the house. We don't actually see the scene in there. And we just hear Ant-Man go, oh, Peter, oh. It's very sad and shit. And then, chat, we cut. We cut to Quest Aerospace, and the general is there. And he's very excited because he wants to see this new super suit that Quest Aerospace has made. And I guess the head of Quest Aerospace is like, good to have you here, General. By the way, if our test today is successful, what will happen to the Oscorp contract? He says, listen, if I could put Norman Osborne out of business, I'd be fucking happy to. Fuck that guy. And so they're about to see the test of the Quest Air, which, by the way, looks like shit. It's a very weird-looking device, Chad. It's like, you guys didn't put a lot of thought in this design here. It does not look good. But they got the pilot in there, and he's fucking taking off. It's all awkward and shit. It's like a shitty version of Iron Man's armor. And he's like, sir, I have something on the sensors. He goes, oh, jeez. Oh! He's like, Mary, Mother, and Joseph. Oh! And he blows up, chat. And he got, and it's the Green Goblin, chat. It's the Green Goblin. And he shoots off some fucking pumpkin rockets. And the general goes, nah! And it blows up. Everyone dies there. The general, aerospace guys, everyone's dead, chat. They're gone. And then we cut to graduation day. Yay! Everyone's graduating. Harry Osborne graduated. Pierce graduated. So now, even though they should have graduated about 20 goddamn years ago, 30, hey, they're graduating now. Yay. Norman Osborne, he's at the graduation ceremony. He's like, I guess you can count me being wrong here, Harry. Never thought your dumbass would graduate. And it's like, Jesus Christ. You could be a little kinder to him. And then he goes over to Peter. He's like, Peter, listen, if you ever need a job or anything, you want to work for me, you can always give me a call. Listen, I want to be there for you. I'm sorry for what happened to your family, what happened to your uncle. Always know that you can always come to me for anything. It's like, wow, I actually do. I wish they did do more setup for the relationship between Norman Osborn and Peter Parker, because you get the sense that Norman really likes Peter a lot. There's great affection. That's the son he's always wanted. And had they not started the Green Goblin at first, but built this relationship over time, that would have been really interesting to me. And then also play on the resentment of Harry Osborn towards Peter because of Norman Osborn's affection. That would have been great to me, but sadly they didn't do that. Antoine Phils, welcome to stream. Hope you're doing well. And so Harry's like, and eventually, Peter's like, thank you, Mr. Osborne. I really do appreciate it. And, Peter observes Mary Jane. She breaks up with Flash. Apparently Flash asked, Mary Jane, if she wanted to marry him. She goes, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to fucking do a shotgun wedding right out of high school. Absolutely not. And she's like, take your fucking ring back, Flash. He goes, fine. Takes it back. She runs off or something. Eventually, chat, we cut back to the Parker household. And, Peter, Aunt May, they're pretty goddamn sad. And Peter's like, Aunt May, I'm going to go upstairs and lie down. And she's like, Peter, do you want me to fix you some Vienna sausage? He's like, no, Aunt May, please, no, I'm fine. He goes upstairs, and we just see Tobey Maguire, just ugly crying. And eventually, Aunt May, this is actually a good scene, I'll give him this. Aunt May comes in, she sits down next to him, she's holding him, and she says, listen, I know we're hurting right now, but if you want to talk about anything, let me know. And he admits it, he's like, the last thing that I said to him, he was trying to tell me something, and I just threw it back in his face, And she goes, listen, you loved him, and he loved you, and he knew that, and he always knew you were going to grow up to be a good person. I know that. And even though he's gone, he was with us today. He was with us today on this day, and he would be so proud of you, and he is proud of you. And they fucking hug and shit. Chad's like, oh, that's such a great scene. I like that scene. It's a very good scene, Chad. But then eventually Peter Parker, he's like, you know what? Fuck, I'm going to adhere to that lesson. With great power comes great responsibility. And he fucking magically creates the spider suit, Chad, and we get a montage time. And I don't know how the time works in this. I guess it's been months. I'm assuming it's been months. So they graduate in the spring, and then we kind of go all the way to November, go to Thanksgiving. A little after Thanksgiving. So I guess he's been established as Spider-Man for the next one. And we just see various scenes of him saving people. Everyone's like, yay. Spider-Man's trying to explain. He's like, oh, yeah, this guy, he's fucking wears red and blue suit, and he shoots these ropes out of his arms. It's nuts. And then people are like, oh, he's so fucking hot. You got people playing the people on the street corner playing Spider-Man does whatever a spider can, doing their own renditions. And then we transition over to, the people that hate Spider-Man. It's like, I don't like Spider-Man. He stinks. I don't like him. Spider-Man, he stinks, and I don't like him. I love that shit. That's great. He's been about 4 or 5 months. So there you go. Fair enough. But we got a good old montage here, chat. People liking, disliking Spider-Man. Ooh. Thank you, Rand-Sedge71. Hope you've been enjoying the stream. It's been a fun review, I think. And so he's been doing all this crazy stuff. He's enjoying himself. Eventually, chat, we cut to Peter. He's walking around and shit. but he's walking around New York, and suddenly he sees Mary Jane Watson. He just knows that she's there. He's like, oh, it's Mary Jane. Have you been following her, Peter? It's very, very, again, so fucking weird. And he sees her. And he goes up to her, and she's like, leave me alone. He's like, Peter, MJ, it's me, Peter. She goes, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know it's you, Peter. I'm sorry, LG. He's like, that's okay. He's like, so how have things been? She goes, oh, good. How are things with you? He's like, in college right now, looking for a job too. She's like, oh, that's great. That's great to hear. And he's like, what have you been doing? You acting? And she goes, yeah, I just came from an audition. And then you get this guy in the back says, hey! Oh, very New York thing, Jet. So goddamn New York. Hey! Oh! Watson, get your ass back over here. I see you were $6 short on that last meal. $6 short. If you're $6 short again, I'm going to kick your ass to the curb. She's like, I know, Enrique, okay? I fucking know. I apologize. It won't happen again. And she turns back to Peter and goes, sorry. I'm actually working at a diner. He goes, there's no shame in that. You're making money. Listen, it's going to be a struggle for all of us. We're out of college, okay? Our fucking parents, Aunt May spent all my fucking life savings on Vienna sausages, all right? I know what you're going through right now. She goes, yeah. And I just don't know what Harry's going to say. He's like, Harry, what does that matter? She's like, oh, I'm dating Harry. Didn't you know that? And he goes, yeah, I knew that. Yeah, sure, yeah. It's like, for whatever reason, Harry just doesn't want me to say I work at a diner because he wants to impress his dad. Like, Harry's a big piece of fucking shit in this movie, Chad. Thank you. I love Spam. 916. Good name, by the way. I love Spam. Like, Harry is embarrassed by the fact that Mary Jane works at a diner, even though she came from an abusive home where her father probably drank and did drugs and didn't have any savings for her. And Harry is like, you know what? I don't want you to say that you work at a restaurant because my father would not be impressed with that. It's like, what a piece of fucking shit. Right? Dude, he's a douche kid. He's such a douche. It makes me mad. And whatever, she's just attracted for the douchey guys for whatever reason. Flash and now Harry. Although to be fair, Peter's kind of a douchey guy too. He's just fucking weird and awkward and sociopathic. So she has maybe a survival instinct. Like, no, go for the sociopathic guy. So he walks up. Peter, he goes home, and Harry, Norman, he's having like Norman's happy. Aerospace they're fucking in the tank right now. Chat. Oscorp stocks are going up. He's making all these calls. Apparently, Norman Osborne bought this apartment for. He's paying for it right now for Harry and Peter, and they could live in the city. So he's helping to an extent. He wants to help them because he loves Peter, and his son's all right. Dark's another 5 minutes. Thank you. Make your money, and exactly make your money, AJ. You're right, Darkslayer. Absolutely right. And so eventually, Peter goes up to Harry, and Harry's like, Peter, I really need your help with this. I'm just kind of lost. And he goes like, what's wrong? He's like, Dr. Connors fired me. Oh, reference to Dr. Kirk Connors, Chad, who will eventually become the Lizard. He's like, were you late again? He's like, yeah, I was late again. It's like, Peter, what are you doing? Why are you always late to all your job? You said, this guy, just busy. Just things happen. I get lost. And he's like, oh, geez, okay. And eventually, Norman, he walks over, he goes, Harry, when are you going to introduce me to this lady you keep talking about? He's like, I just don't want to mention it now because he hasn't told Peter about it yet. He's like, yeah, Harry, when are you going to talk to us about it? And then Harry and fucking, Norman and Peter just look at Harry. He goes, you know what, I don't want to talk about this. Hey, Dad, Peter's looking for a job right now. And Norman's like, oh, Peter, great. I'd be happy to call some people, get you a job. And, Peter's like, no, that's very kind of you, sir. I really do appreciate it. But I want to try. I'm going to try my own to get my own job. I want to work at my own merit. And Norman goes, you want to make it on your own steam. I admire that. I respect that, Peter. That's great. Harry's just like, oh, it's okay. He's just so mad. And eventually, Norman's asking, what are you into, Parker? And Parker, he's looking at these the issue of the Daily Bugle, pictures of Spider-Man. He goes, I'm kind of into photography because the Bugle's looking for a new photographer, chat. That's what they want. And then chat, we cut to him. Probably, other than William Dafoe, the best actor in the movie. That is J.K. Simmons as J. Jonah Jameson, chat. Every scene he's in command of it. There's so much stuff happening in the scenes, you'll miss stuff. Like, I forgot about this in the movie, chat. Like, he's talking to Robbie Robinson and fucking Ted Raimi about different, things that have to be in, like, the front page, but also on page 8 and page 6. Meanwhile, fucking Elizabeth Banks, who plays Betty Brant in this film, she has, like, 5 minutes of screen time. She's in there. And she's constantly calling him and saying, listen, your wife is redecorating the apartment. What do you want? He's like, whatever's cheapest. He keeps handing it up. She always calls him asking the same question over and over again. It's amazing. He is so good. I'm so happy, so happy and thrilled that they brought him back for the new Spider-Man films as a kind of an Alex Jones-esque take on J. Jonah Jameson. I imagine the J. Jonah Jameson stuff's going to come in more in the next film. You imagine Spider-Man kind of being blamed for the death of Mysterio among other people throughout the events of Spider-Man Far From Home. But he's in command of this entire scene, chat. And eventually, Robbie's like, well, listen, we need the Spider-Man stories are selling really well. And J. Jonah says, like, that fucking menace, I want nothing to do with him, okay? You put that garbage, that Inquirer bullshit on page 32. I want nothing in that. And he's like, JJ, we sold out like four editions. He's like, what are you talking about? We sold out 4 editions. Back in the day, chat, when people actually read newspapers, we sold out 4 editions of the Bugle. And he goes, we need more pictures of Spider-Man. He's like, who's his publicist? He's like, he doesn't have a publicist, sir. He doesn't have that. He's a superhero. He's like, well, how do we get in contact? We don't know. We're just trying to get pictures. I mean, I have Eddie on it, but he's not able to get a good picture. Again, chat, the first mention of Eddie Brock, when they say Eddie, it's like, we know what they're talking about. But this is long before we knew it was be Topher Grace. This is like, it's like, whoa, Eddie Brock, they're building a universe, chat, but it didn't work. It fucking floundered. It burned. They burned it. And he's like, slander is spoken on Prince libel. Yep, that's another conversation they have later in the movie. Great quote, Dark Slayer, great quote. And he's like, well, if I can't make him famous, then I'll make him infamous. And so eventually, they just want to get a photographer who takes pictures of Spider-Man. Peter's like, I could fucking do that. And then we get another montage, chat, of Peter beating the shit out of guys and taking making pictures, like setting the camera up and it's taking all these stationary pictures. He's like, cheese. And eventually he takes all these wonderful pictures, chat, and we go to the office of the Daily Bugle, which, by the way, these pictures, I'm sorry, they don't look natural at all. They look so fucking doctored and fake. I'm like, oh, come on. I just didn't dig the way these looked, but I was like, all right, whatever. It's an aesthetic thing. It's weird. They look like studio stills. They look like marketing for the movie. It doesn't actually look real to me. You know what I'm saying? And so he goes back there. Topher Grace is such a weird casting, Eddie Brock. It is odd. I didn't understand it. Honestly, Topher Grace wouldn't have made a bad Peter Parker. I could have seen him play that role. Especially after seeing like That 70s Show. I was like, yeah, I could see him play that character. So he goes to the office of J. Jonah Jameson. He's like, crap, shit, fucking crap, shit. And he's like, I'll give you $100 for him. He's like, sir, I need more than that. He's like, fine, pay him. Robbie, $1,000, pay him. And he's like, all right, shit. And he takes the pictures, and he's now an employee of the Daily Bugle, chat. And the thing is, like, every time Peter has a conversation with J.K. Simmons, it's so, it goes back and forth constantly. Tobey Maguire just looks lost. I mean, it's perfect for the scene itself. This is where his naivete and just weird social awkwardness assists with the scene itself. And he's like, Jesus Christ, I'm just a little overwhelmed by this whole thing. And eventually, he goes outside. And he goes to Betty Brant. And again, another awkward conversation ensues. He's like, I'm a photographer. She goes, yeah, I know. And she fucking, approves the check. She goes, welcome to the Daily Bugle. And he goes, like, he just can't talk to women, apparently, Chet. He's just social, he can't even talk to women. And eventually, he's happy about that shit. Meanwhile, Chet, we come back to the offices of Oscorp. Norman Osborn is very happy because... thankfully, the Quest Aerospace, their stock is down, Chad, after the accident all those months ago. They have the Oscorp has the government contracts again and everything. Everything's going well. The stock prices are up. It's like everything is going great for good old Norman Osborn. He's like, aren't you guys happy? He's like, we are happy about that, Norman. The company's worth more than it's ever been before. And that's when we cut to this one guy, I don't know what the guy's name is, and that's why, Norman, we're selling the company. He goes, what? And all these guys start talking, saying, yeah, since we all own the majority of the company, we're all going to put up for sale. That's the thing, chat. Oscorp is a publicly traded company. So if the fucking board is saying that, yeah, we're going to sell it, and they said we're going to sell it to fucking Quest Aerospace. And the thing is that, like, in order to us to sign the dotted line, they need you to be removed from the company. So we expect you to resign within a month. And Norman Osborn's like, what the fuck, guys? What are you talking about? And he goes to, like, his favorite board member, chat, this guy who his legs don't work. His legs don't work, chat. He's like, come on, legs don't work, guy, please. He's like, I'm sorry, Norman. This is we decided. I'm sorry. And Norman stands up and he is like, you don't, come on. I built this company. Don't you know what I've sacrificed? He gets very mad about it, chat. Oh. And the guy at the end of the table, chat, he's like, you're out, Norman. And Norman's like, out am I? Ooh, chat, there's some bad stuff about to happen. Whoa! We cut, chat. It is now because they say that we're gonna make the deal on the day of the World Unity Fair in New York. That's what we're going to do it, chat. And then, chat, we cut to the day of the World Unity Fair. Everyone's like, yay, everyone's having a good time dancing and shit. And then the movie just fucking stops. The movie stops dead in its tracks, chat, and says, and introducing Sony's own Macy Gray. And then Macy Gray walks out and just starts singing. And we spend 5 minutes of Macy Gray. I'm like, what the fuck is happening? Funny enough, chat, Macy Gray had a fucking record deal with Sony at the time. And that's why they put her in this goddamn movie. It comes out of nowhere. Nowhere. And this Sony's selling out. Hell yeah, they were. So fucking bizarre. And Peter, he's even like, what the hell's going on here? What's going on? And he's looking up, Chad, and he sees that on top of the Oscorp building, one of the buildings they own, Harry and Mary Jane are up there. Going to be introduced. Harry's going to introduce his Mary Jane to his father. Harry's very anxious about the dress that Mary Jane is wearing. He goes, why are you wearing that? She's wearing like a kind of like a red kimono type of thing. Cultural appropriation. And, Uncle Waldo, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing very well today. You're my Huckleberry. Just momentarily muted the alerts. She goes, I think it'll be fine, Harry. A little color didn't always helps things. He's like, woman. And eventually he walks up to the guy whose legs don't work. And he says, sir, Mr. Legs don't work. Have you seen my dad? He's like, I haven't seen him, Harry. I don't know if he's going to be here. He's like, oh, okay. And then Spider-Man, he starts getting this weird sense. He's like, oh, my spider sense is going off. And then, chat, we see him off in the distance while he's passing by all these balloons. We see the Green Goblin, chat, and he starts fucking shooting into the crowd, just blowing up women and children and everyone else until he finally gets to the balcony where everyone's there. Fires a fucking pumpkin bomb at it. Boom! Blows up part of the balcony. MJ, she's like, she's almost about to fall off, chat. The thing's like crumbling and shit. Harry's like, MJ, I'll get you. Fucking hit by some debris. He's knocked out cold. The fucking wheelchair man, he falls out of his chair. He's like, oh! And he fucking, he flies up to the board members and goes, out am I? And he takes the pumpkin bomb. They're like, Norman Osborne. He throws the chat. And this fucking scared me as a child, chat. He throws the bomb and it just fucking... It disintegrates them. They become bones. They just see their skeletons, and they just become bones. It's like, what fucking technology is that does that? They just turn to dust. So I started blasting. Exactly, that's what happens. And I mean, it's a serious situation. Eventually, Spider-Man's like, all right, fuck this bullshit. Spider-Man gets up in their chat, and he fucking kicks the goddamn Green Goblin off his glider, and then we get one of the weirdest. Like, there's a lot of awkward falling in this movie, but this is like the first one. AJ Daniels! Hello, my dear. That's right. Because Mary Jane's like, ah! And he glides up. He's like, hello, my dear. And she's like, ah! She's all scared. And Spider-Man goes up there and he fucking kicks him off. And we get this weird, like, fall of going, ah! It's like a weird sitting fall. He falls down. And eventually, Spider-Man's like, don't worry, I'll help you and shit. There's a lot of shenanigans happening, chat, because Spider-Man's got to go fight the Green Goblin. Because Green Goblin, he stands up, and we kind of got a very Joker-esque take. He's like, I surrender! And then all the cops try to arrest him, he just starts fucking punching the shit out of them, chat. He's punching them so hard, their bones and faces are just imploding, chat. He has the strength of like 10 goddamn men. Goblin men, chat. He's punching these guys, their chest cavities are collapsing on themselves. Spider-Man's like, I got to get down there. He goes down there, chat, he starts doing the fisticuffs, but Goblin's pretty goddamn good. And eventually, Goblin, he punches Spider-Man when he gets on his glider, and then we get the fucking shot. Oh, so yeah, Stan Lee cameo. There's also a Stan Lee cameo where he kidnaps a little girl, chat. Like, he looks like he took her from away from some debris, but there's no debris that was going to fall. He takes the little girl and does something. We don't know what happens, chat. Don't know what happens, but he does something. And so then we get the shot of Green Goblin on his glider from behind, and you just see that thick Green Goblin ass, chat. You know what I'm talking about. Remember that thick Green Goblin ass? Like, all that William Dafoe badonkadonk on the screen, chat. Takes up 2/3 of the goddamn screen. Looking fucking good, in my opinion. And he's trying to shoot Spider-Man. And eventually, they end up back up to the balcony. Spider-Man's like, I gotta get you, Mary Jane. I'll be right there. And, you know, fucking thick with 3 C's, Darkslayer. Thick with 3 C's. Best Macy's Day Parade ever. It's true. And he tries to grab her, but then Goblin slams right into him, chat. He starts just fucking hitting his head in the goddamn stained glass. Spider-Man ends up below him, and he goes boom right into the Goblin's glider innards and pulls him all out. And we get the line, we'll meet again, Spider-Man! And he flies off. Meanwhile, Mary Jane, she falls, chat. And then we get, like, the weirdest fucking fall that is Asylum level, chat. Like, remember the movie, the Asylum films? Asylum level, where she is falling sideways. She's sitting, basically, and she's going, like that. And it does not look good at all. But he catches her, chat, grabs her. He's like, takes her off to safety. This is the first time when Spider-Man's actually swinging with a person like this. And again, it's like, the wide shots are amazing to look at. These actually hold up. The wide shots are swing throughout the city because it's small enough where it's like the CGI still looks good, looks realistic. But then you cut to a close up, and so you know they're going forward, chat. They're going forward. So Mary Jane's hair, because she's like on Spider-Man like this, the front of his head is over here, and so her hair should be going backwards because she's going forwards, basically. But it's going the opposite way. It's like, that's not how physics work. Sam Raimi. Yeah, that doesn't work very well. And also, Spider-Man's just a mannequin. That thing is just not moving. Eventually, he drops her off near St. Patty's Cathedral, chat, and she's like, that was amazing. And she's like, who are you? And he's like, you know who I am. She's like, I do? She's like, yeah, I'm your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. And he swings off. She goes, woohoo! He just saved the love of his life. She's having a good time. It's like, yeah. And eventually, we cut back to the apartment of Peter Parker and Harry Osborne, chat. Harry Osborne has suffered severe brain damage, chat, but he still cares about MJ. And he calls her up, and he's like, what do you mean he's amazing? What do you mean he's spectacular? What do you mean he's... Wait, Webb, what doesn't make any goddamn sense? What are you talking about? He's just saying the Spider-Man titles. That's all it is. And he's like, all right, well, I'm gonna come over there. I'm gonna take you out for dinner. I'm gonna buy you something. Well, I want to buy something because it'll make you feel better. All right. What do you mean by amazing? Hangs up the phone. And he goes, Jesus, Peter, women, right? Am I right, Peter? He's like, yeah, you're right, Harry. And then, chat, we cut back to the home of Norman Osborn. He's poured himself a glass, chat. And I'm kid you not, of Maker's Mark. He's drinking Maker's Mark. I'm like, good choice, Norman. But then he hears this, what was that? Who's there? And he's like, oh, shit. He's like, oh. And he's like, just follow the chill on your spine. Getting warmer, getting warmer. He's looking at all these various ritual masks from all these civilizations he's collected over time until he's like, no, over here. And he's like, he looks at it, but he just sees a mirror. He's like, I don't understand. You don't understand. And then we get William Dafoe just doing some stage acting, chat. Because they do eventually cut, but it's just him transitioning from Norman Osborn to Green Goblin, but there's no cut. It's just him acting like himself and then acting like the Green Goblin, back and forth, back and forth. And he's like, wait a minute, the laboratory, that happened, the board. He's like, yes, bingo, me. I was born, your greatest creation. Did you think that all this great stuff was just happening out of the blue? Norman. You needed some help, and that's why I was born to help you. And it's like, whoa, chap. This is crazy. He's like, well, I mean, yeah, but what are we going to do? He's like, we can run this city. We can take this city by the balls in a vice grip and rule it. But we have that wall crawler to think of. That's Spider-Man. He's like, what should we do? We could destroy him, or he'd make a valuable ally. And Norman Osborn's like, I agree. And it's like, so what should we do? And the Green Goblin just goes, we'll find out, chat. We shall soon find out. They gotta learn. And eventually, we cut to the Daily Bugle, because that's the thing. Norman Osborn picks up a newspaper. He's like, oh shit, fucking the Bugle must know who takes the pictures of Spider-Man, and so I can find out that way. By the way, chat, this is a big fucking plot hole, even though it's like cool. The byline for the pictures of Spider-Man, it says Peter Parker. So either Norman Osborn just can't fucking read or something. So I don't know why he goes to Daily Bugle and asks Jameson's like, who takes the pictures of Spider-Man? And it's like, I don't know, it's just some guy says in the mail. The byline reads Peter Parker. Okay? So it's just fucking bizarre. Jameson, you slime. That's what happens, Chick. So we cut back to the office of the Daily Bugle. And, you know, Peter's like, he's brought more pictures, and, you know, Jamie's like, you know, all these things you're printing aren't true. He's like, what are you talking about? And it's like, this is slander. It's like, no, it's if you say it, if it's slander. It's if it's printed on the page, it's libel. And Peter's like, you just don't trust anybody, do you? It's like, I trust my barber. Just a great fucking line. I trust my barber. And he's like, shut up, kid. Go ahead, get your check. You're good. Good pictures. And just when he walks out, Jeremy said he throws the cigar off out the window, and then it fucking comes back, and he's like, what the fucking, and boom! The wall caves. He's like, he falls forward. He's like, Jameson, you slime! Who takes the pictures of Spider-Man? Jameson, good guy, Jameson. I admit this. He's like, I don't know who takes the pictures. They're unknown. I just get them sent in the mail. He's like, nah, you're lying. Again, Green Goblin could just read the fucking byline. It said, I swear to God, Chad, it says Peter Parker on the paper. Go back and watch that. Either reshoots or someone fucked up the making that paper. They did. He's a jerk of the heart of gold. Like, he's a good person. I like that. It's like, no, they show that there is a good person all underneath that the bravado and you know, just narcissism. There is a good person underneath there. It's like, okay, that's cool. I like that. But it's like, chat's okay, because Spider-Man shows up. Is like, hey, Gobby. And then Jameson's like, Goblin, Spider-Man, I knew you two were in league of each other. He's like, and he fucking webs his mouth. He goes, he's like, quiet down, Jameson. Mommy and Daddy are talking. And then we get the line, chats. Green Goblin goes, sleep. He gets sprayed by the Goblin toxin, chat. The Goblin gas. He's like, ugh. And he falls down, chat. Before he goes splat, the Goblin goes over there with the glider, picks him up, and he flies off, chat. And then, chat, we get one of... it's like, I like the dialogue in this scene, but how it's showcased is so weird, because this really does show why these costumes just don't work. Because there's no expressions on their faces at all. And so they're on this rooftop, and Goblin just starts talking, and is like, basically, he's like, hey, Spider-Man, we should work together, think what we can create, what we can destroy. And the thing is, like, thankfully, like, the Goblin mask, the eyes do pop out, so you see William Dafoe's eyes, and his mouth has, like, a screen in front of it, so you can see him talking. By the way, there's a shit ton of ADR for William Dafoe in this movie, where if you watch it, there's dialogue coming out of his, like he's saying dialogue, chat. We see his face, but his mouth is not moving. And it's like, okay, clearly this is all ADR here. So it's just very awkward. And so now you just kind of see these actors, or William Dafoe, because he's in the costume. He did say, I want to do my own stunts. He was adamant about capturing the body language of the Goblin. And so, but you really just see him pantomiming most of the time with ADR, and just Tobey Maguire, whoever's in the suit, just sitting there. And I like the dialogue that's being said, you know, and everything. It's like, hero, you know, we can fight until we're both dead. All that shit. Like, it's great dialogue here. But it's kind of made awkward because of the suits. The Spider-Man suit, I just don't like. It has a total lack of expression to it. The mask does not move at all. And the Goblin suit, I just don't like it. It looks like a Power Ranger uniform. And thankfully the eyes popped up, though, for the Goblin. But, yeah, basically he says, think about it, hero! And he flies off. Although Peter doesn't think about it very long, chat, because he goes throughout New York City, and now everyone's hating on Spider-Man. The Bugle published an issue. It's like, Spider-Man and the Goblin attack the main editor of the Daily Bugle, and everyone's like, I hate Spider-Man. People call for his head and his arrest. Spider-Man's just so sad. Eventually, chat, we cut to a apartment complex, a tenement building that is on fire, and the firemen are dragging out this post like, my baby's in there. And the fireman's like, fuck that baby. I'm not going back in there. The foundation, the building's gonna come down any second. She's like, please, my baby. But it's okay, chat. Fucking Spider-Man, he's on the case, and he starts web swinging, and she's like, Spider-Man, please save my baby. He goes in there, chat. He goes in there. And this mother, this good scene. She's like, And then boom, the build huge explosion. She goes, no! But that's okay, chat, because Spider-Man, he comes out of the building, chat, and he has the baby boo. He has the baby boo. He brings it over. That baby's not moving, though. It's okay, Chad. Uncovers the loaf of bread that was the baby. And then she just goes, oh, thank you, Spider-Man. God bless you. God bless you, Spider-Man. And the cops go, hey! Oh! Hey, Spider-Man, you're under arrest, and you coming with me. And the thing is, though, we hear another, some lady in the background says, oh, God, there's someone else in there. We hear that. First of all, we hear a scream that sounds like an animal noise. It's like, that sounds awkward. Sounds very awkward. Oh, AGL, I think the Spider-Man suit looks nice. Yeah, I just don't like the face. It's a personal thing. I'm just not a big fan of it. Yeah. Anyway. He's like, and the cop's like looking, he's like, ah, shit. And Spider-Man's like, I gotta go in. He's like, I'm gonna be waiting for you. He's like, that's the thing, Chief. I'm not coming back. So you're just gonna let that woman die in there? Very weird dialogue. But he jumps back in the house and he's like, ma'am, don't worry. It's me, Spider-Man. I'm here to help you. And you can see that. He's like, ma'am. He walks up to her chat and when it fucking turns around, it's the Green Goblin. He goes, pah, and he punches Spider-Man right in the goddamn face. It's so fucking good. And he's like, always playing the hero, Spider-Man. Have you thought about my offer? Are you in or are you out? And he has the little goblin, the goblin bats chat, the Batarangs. And we get the line. And this is not good. It's you who's out, Gobby. Out of your mind. He's like, wrong answer. And he throws the fucking goblin blades at him. He's like, shit. This is a cool scene. I like this part where he's dodging. This CGI has aged well. Where he's dodging these blades. And the movie does, again, superhero films at this time, with the exception of Blade, chat, from like Batman 1989 to, oh God, like Batman Begins, they struggle with choreography. Like, Batman Begins, like, there is some good choreography there, but it's not shot well. But here we see that there's just not good fight choreography in a lot of superhero films. And so there's just a lot of punching and kicking, and that's about it. There's nothing really, they don't really do anything creative with Spider-Man in terms of like how he's fighting the Green Goblin in this movie until maybe the last act. That's when they actually come up with some really cool choreography when they're all using their powers all at once. Like, I like it here. But this is weird. The Razor Bats. Thank you, Razor Bats. Hardball 1. Razor Bats. That's the name of them. And but they do something cool here. So while they're fighting each other, the Razor Bats keep coming in like boomerangs, and so they're both dodging them out of the way and shit. It's like, okay, this is cool. I like this idea here. And at one point, the Razor Bats come at Spider-Man. He blocks them all, but one fucking cuts him along his arm. He goes, shit. And eventually, Man's like, okay, I gotta get the fuck out of here. And he just punches the shit out of Green Goblin. Goblin's like, and then like debris falls on him and shit. He goes, and he busts on out. He's like, so you've made your choice. And they cut chat. And then we see a very sweaty, cross-eyed William Dafoe in the elevator just... I just love it. And eventually he comes to, opens up the elevator. Oh, he's at Peter and Harry's apartment. Aunt May's there. Mary Jane is there, chat. And they're sitting down for Thanksgiving dinner. Yay! Chris, think of the 5 minutes. By the way, you forgot to bring up the kiss. Oh, shit. I'm sorry. I blew that one. Okay. Pause. So, Chad, there's another scene in the movie where Peter stalking Mary Jane creepily as she's leaving the diner, and she is accosted, Chad. She's accosted by some thugs, some ne'er-do-wells, if you will. And they basically, I guess they try to rape her. That's the only thing I can come up with, Chad. They try to rape her, and Spider-Man, he's just there to say, like, but he doesn't like have his full costume on because he hasn't had time because the rape was about to start. And he just starts, and this is good choreography here. This is what it works. It's like a fucking downpour right now. The Bushmaster, welcome to stream. There's a downpour right now, chat, and he just starts pummeling these guys, or he's mad, okay, because he doesn't want these guys to hurt Mary Jane. And eventually he runs off though and puts the mask back on. She goes like, "Where'd you go?" And he webs on down, chat, like he's upside down. And she goes, "Oh, geez, he's like Spider-Man," and she's like, "Oh my God, you're so amazing." And she goes for his mask because I feel like I know you. And she goes up to his mask. She's like, he kind of hesitates a bit. He's like, wait. And she's like, okay. And she's like, he says, wait. She goes, okay, I won't go all the way down. But she lowers the chair all the way down, like to his nose. And then we get like a really, I mean, this is amazing. I'll agree, Chad. This is an amazing scene. It's like, okay, this is very inspired. The upside down kiss. And this is an iconic moment in them nips. Oh, geez, listen, I was just about to bring that dynamic enigma. I'll bring that up in a second. Whoever the fucking wardrobe person was for Kristen Dunst in these films, I mean, Jesus Christ, it's like, let's just have you wear something where you constantly show off your erect nipples. Can we just do that? That's all we want. Erect nipples for Mary Jane Watson. That was adamant. Someone made the decision. Someone at Sony or Sam Raimi or whoever, maybe Kristen Dunst herself, like erect nipples constantly in the face of the audience. It's like, all right, there you go, wet t-shirt contest. She's the fucking winner. KJ, she's the fucking winner. So they're fucking kissing and everything. It's an iconic moment in cinema, there's no doubt. MTV Movie Award winning kiss, chat, by the way, which they reference in Tropic Thunder, and it deserved every bit of that MTV Movie Award, chat, no doubt about it. Anyway, just don't wear a bra today, okay? That's exactly what happened. And so she puts this mask back on. He's like, all right, hate to kiss and run, but I got to get going. And then eventually we got to the goblin singing shit. Now we're back at the apartment, chat. Norman Osborn's acting all weird, and Mary Jane is there, and Harry's like, "Oh, father, this is Mary Jane Watson. Mary Jane Watson is my father, Norman Osborn." Aunt May's like, "Oh, Peter's running late. Where is he?" And Harry says, "Yeah, he's got to bring the cranberry sauce. I don't know where he is." By the way, chat, Harry Osborn is wearing the ugliest clothes throughout this film, especially in this scene, and there's a reason why. It's gonna blow your goddamn mind. So Harry is wearing a blue sports jacket with a green dress shirt and a red tie. Fucking weird. Steve, welcome to stream. And apparently this was done on purpose, because Sam Raimi said he wanted Harry to represent the middle ground between the Green Goblin, his father, and Spider-Man, his best friend Peter Parker. And he said he didn't know what the choice, what side was he going to be on. And so Sam Raimi had James Franco wear these bizarre outfits throughout the movie. It's like, that may have been your intention, but it just looks goofy as hell. It does not work. And the thing is, like, Peter, he just got back home because he just got in a fight with the Green Goblin, and he jumps in his bedroom, and everyone's like, "Oh, what was that noise?" It's like, "I thought you said Peter was out." He's like, "Maybe he's upstairs." It was like, "Peter? Peter?" And then Norman and Aunt May, like, everyone just goes upstairs together. It's like, okay, weird. And Peter hears them coming up. He goes, "Oh, shit." And he jumps onto the ceiling. Now, chat, I have a big issue with this scene for several reasons. One, when you walk into a room, chat, like any room, okay, you have a thing called peripheral vision, where even though you're not looking at something, you can still see something, right? It's like if you didn't have peripheral vision, you have like fucking blinders on, so you just see straight ahead. But since you have it, chat, I can see right here that my door's open to my bedroom. I can see some books on my shelf, right? Because I have peripheral vision. I can look at you right now, but I can also see the ceiling in my room. These fucking characters have no peripheral vision. I know what they're trying to do here. They're trying to make it look cool. It's like, oh, he's avoiding them. He's on the ceiling, and they don't notice him. But it's like, that's bullshit. that's kind of bullshit. Sandy, thank you for the host. Hello, Sandy. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing very well today. Oh, you can see the glass wire, ice wire to your right. Exactly. That's how it is. Can you see me, Chris? I can't see you, Sandy. I can witness you. Thank you, though. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Oh. And they're like, "Oh, it must have been something that fell off." And Norman, like, looks around the room, and he says, "Kind of a slob, isn't he?" It's like, whoa, Norman, let's let the fucking, drop the personal insults here. And Aunt May goes, "Most geniuses are." She gives, like, the stink eye to Norman. He's like, all right, whatever. And so Peter's still on the ceiling. We notice his fucking cut, it's bleeding, and a droplet of blood falls on the floor. And that droplet of blood probably expanded somehow, Chad. I don't know what the spider blood does, that radioactive spider blood. It somehow just expands when it hits air. And it falls. And Norman, using his Green Goblin hearing, I guess, picks this fucking up, and he turns around, he looks down, and Chad's like, all right, the consistency of this blood changes. First it goes from a drop to then CGI blood, and then to ketchup, because that blood has some major fucking thickness to it, Chad. It drops in the goddamn ground. He's like, what? And he goes, He goes over to the window, Chad. He's like looking around shit, and now Spider-Man's underneath the balcony. It's like, I could probably see, that makes more sense. He goes back downstairs. Eventually, Chad, Peter Parker arrives. He's like, sorry about that, guys. Had to beat an old lady for these cranberries, which is kind of true because he beat up the Green Goblin. And he sits down. It's like, "Oh, Peter, thank God you're here." Everyone sits down. So now we're going to do this proper. say grace and everything. And so Norman, he's at the head of the table, Chad. He's like, oh, it looks so good. He takes his fingers, his bare fucking, he didn't even wash his hand, Chad. And he takes some of the yams, Chad. And then Aunt May goes, Norman, don't do that. Yeah, we must say grace. Fucking slaps his hand. And the look that he gives her, Chad. I mean, it was amazing. He's like, what, Norman, will you do the honors? And he just takes a fucking file, Chad, and the knife and just goes, I'll do the honors, Aunt May. Just starts sharpening that goddamn knife. And eventually, as he's doing this, chat, Aunt May notices there's a little blood on Peter's sleeve. She's like, Peter, are you bleeding? And he goes, oh, it's nothing, Aunt May. Don't worry about it. He's like, oh, let me see it. And she goes over there like, oh, Peter. And she's like, oh, it looks terrible. He's like, oh, yeah, the bike messenger clipped me. And Norman's just fucking looking at this thing and is like, how'd you get that? And he's like, bike messenger knocked me down. And then Norman just goes, I need to leave. He realized something, chat. And he's like, Dad, why are you leaving so soon? Yeah, I'm sorry, son. Something's come up at work. But he's like, Dad, wait. And they're on the outside. He's like, Dad, come on. I want to introduce you to MJ. I want you to get to know her. He's like, Harry, listen, Don't worry about her, okay? She's nothing. She's nothing to you, son. He's like, Dad, how could you say this? Like, listen, I know you look at her. She's got a pretty face and everything like that. Your mother had a pretty face, Harry. But the thing is, and the years go by, they become fucking wild animals, savage wolves, going after your trust fund. If you want my opinion, you fucking do what you want with them and kick her to the curb. And he was just like, whoa. He's like, well, this motherfucking Spider-Man, son. Exactly, Chris there. Just kick him to the curb. Oh, you broom him. You just fucking broom him. And he goes in the elevator, Chad. Harry walks in. Broom her fast. That's the line. I always thought it was kick you to the curb, but he does. You do what you want with him. Broom him fast. It's like, fair enough. I like kick you to the curb a little bit better, Chad. For whatever reason, I must have had like a weird change of dialogue in my head for all these years. But you broom her fast. Fair enough. Sweep her away. You sweep her away. And so he walks in there. Mary Jane's very upset. Is like, did you hear what that? She's like, oh shit, did you hear that? He's like, yes, that asshole said all these things. He's like, that asshole's my father. And if hopefully I'll grow up to be half the man he is. Don't disrespect my dad. Which, by the way, Harry's such an asshole, chat. I mean, rude that he's leaving all of a sudden, but fucking insults his girlfriend just blatantly, Chad. Just fucking do what you want with her, and just fucking broom her fast. Kick her to the curb. And Mary Jane, Aunt May's like, Harry Osborne, how dare you? And Peter's just like, Jesus Christ, this is all fucked up. This is ridiculous. Eventually, if Thanksgiving's ruined, I guess they eat the turkey somehow. But then, Chad, we cut to the home of Norman Osborn, and the mask is just I love this setup, Chad. This is really cool. I like how they shot this. The mask is on the armchair, and Norman Osborn's just by the fireplace because he realizes Peter Parker's Spider-Man. What are we going to do? And the guy was like, for the true warrior, I can tell you what to do, Norman. And Norman's just on his hands and knees. He's like, tell me, please. Is like, see, we don't attack the mind and we don't attack the body. Tell me, the heart, Osborne, we go for his heart. You target who he loves, Chad. You target who he loves. The heart, Osborne. And then, Chad, one of the best lines in the movie, we cut to the home. Like, it's supposed to be horrifying, but it's so fucking funny. Tell me how. We cut to the home of Aunt May, and she's praying. She's saying, Our Father who art in heaven, all that, the prayer of Our Father, and praying over a picture of Uncle Ben. And as soon as she's about to finish the prayer, Chad, boom! Huge explosion comes on in. Finish it from evil. It is so goddamn good, Chad. I love it. I love it so much. Deliver us from evil. And then we cut. Peter, he's in the hospital. He heard about what happened to Aunt May, and you just hear Aunt May going, oh. He's like, what's wrong with her? What's wrong with her? And he's like, sir, she was attacked at the house. You have to get out of the room. We got to stabilize her. She's like, those eyes, those horrible yellow eyes. And then he steps out of the room. And it's actually a good scene with Peter McGuire. He goes, he knows who I am. He knows who I am at this point. And now he's just at the bed of Aunt May at this point, chat, just watching over her. I mean, he's just shocked. He's just, he doesn't know what to do with himself. Eventually, Mary Jane comes to visit, chat. Good old Mary Jane. They bond. And she's asking, Spider-Man, he's so amazing. Like, him. You take pictures of the Bugle. He's like, yeah, I do. What can you tell me? What is his Spider-Man? Did you ever talk to Spider-Man about me? And, what would you say? And he basically goes on about, it's like, oh, you're the best, MJ. Like, it's like, yeah, at the end of the day, you feel strong and weak at the same time. You feel like you can do anything, but then you're unsure of yourself. Basically, he comes to the point of saying, like, when you look at Mary Jane Watson, it makes you want to be a better person. And they're fucking holding hands and shit. It's like getting smoochy and all that shit. And then Harry Osborne walks in wearing fucking green and red and blue clothes. And he's like, oh, they're touching hands. The most intimate thing you could possibly do as boyfriend and girlfriend. The hand touching. By the way, Aunt May is just fucking opening her eye like, as it's all going on. Eventually, chat, we cut to the home of Norman and Harry Osborne. Harry's sad. Harry's sad, chat. He's walking around, and he just hears this, and he's like, Dad? Dad, is that you? And then eventually he goes up the stairs, and Norman's like, well, what do you want? He's like, Dad, you're absolutely right about MJ, about everything. He's like, what's wrong, son? And he's like, she's in love with Peter Parker. And he's like, Parker? What's Parker to do with any of this? And he's like, Peter's been in love with her since the first grade. And it's like, I'm sorry, Dad, you were right. And he goes, says, Harry, I know I haven't always been there for you, Harry. I'm sorry. Things are going to change now. I'm going to be there for you, son. Certain things are going to be rectified. And he goes up to Harry, chat, and he hugs him, and Harry got tears in his eyes. They're hugging. They're hugging, chat. And eventually, we cut back to the hospital room with Peter Parker and Aunt May. She's come to, chat. She's recovered. Chris, the puppies, thank you. So I want Norman Osborn to be a descendant of Defoe's character from the Lighthouse. Absolutely. Spider-Man. That'd be amazing. I would support that. This is what I'm talking about. I think Marvel Spider-Man 3 could be subtitled The Homeless because the end credits, Spider-Man from Homeless. Oh, no, I agree with you. It'll be Spider-Man Homeless. I think that's what it'll be. Agreed, Brightburn. Right there with you. And so we're at the hospital room. Aunt May's recovered. She's like, Peter, I saw you hitting on Mary Jane. Like, you're supposed to be out, Aunt May. That was private conversation. She's like, I get around, Peter. The thing is, you got to do something for yourself. Date Mary Jane. She's a great girl. You always loved her. I remember when she and her family first moved in. You saw her. You told me, Aunt May, is that an angel? It's like, Jesus Christ. It's like, and you're doing all these things, Peter, going around town. You're not Superman, It's like, yeah, I'm actually Spider-Man, but I can't tell you that yet. By the way, I think Aunt May figures out that Peter is Spider-Man and Spider-Man 2. She just doesn't say it. I think she knows. I think she realizes that. And so, eventually, the thing is, Peter, like, everyone knows you love Mary Jane. Everyone. And then he realizes, shit. And he goes to the fucking payphone because no one has cell phones yet. She goes to a payphone, calls up MG's like, hey, Mary Jane, this is Peter. Just wanted to call and, just to tell you, make sure you're okay. Also, don't go down any dark alleys. And then the fucking phone picks up on the other end. He's like, can Spider-Man come out to play? He's like, shit, where are you? And then we cut, chat. And we're on the Queensboro Bridge. Not the Brooklyn Bridge, chat. The Queensboro Bridge. And Mary Jane has come to, and she's like, where the hell am I? She almost falls off the bridge. She's like, oh, God, oh, jeez. And she sees the goblin flying by. He's like, and he's going towards this gondola, chat, filled with these school children. And we get the fucking song, chat. The itsy bitsy spider came out the water spout. Down came the goblin and took the spider out. And he, boom, huge explosion. Shit's like, whoa. And the gondola starts falling, and the goblin goes, ah, and he grabs it, Chad. It's like almost pulls him back, though, but he has enough strength, and he pulls it. And it's like, oh, shit. And Spider-Man's seeing this from the back, from, like, he's trying to get to the Queensboro Bridge. He's like, oh, God, Goblin, what have you done? And he gets over there, and eventually, the Goblin, he's standing, Chad. He's got MJ in one hand and the cable car in the other. And it's like, Goblin, don't do it. He's like, Spider-Man. Life's all about choices. Now I have a choice for you. Save the woman you love, or let's suffer the children. And it's like, yes, the life of the hero is all about choices, and now you must choose. And he lets him go. It's like, what is Spider-Man going to do? I thought when I first saw this movie, oh my God, he's going to let... Well, that's it, AJ Daniels. We are who we choose to be. Now choose. Thank you for helping me out with that line. Forgot about that one. And the thing is, chat, I thought, oh my God, they completely turned on his head. They completely turned this on its head where they were going to kill Mary Jane in the first movie. And Peter was going to make the sacrifice to save these kids. And I was like, wow, bold fucking move, Sam Raimi. And chat, this is where I'm like, all right, the movie fucking cops out here. Because he doesn't make a choice. He does not make a choice here. He just goes for them both. He grabs the fucking cart he runs for the fucking, I love it though. He's like, because I thought, oh my God. Because he just runs for the cable while Mary Jane is falling behind him. He grabs it, and then he fucking uses his weapon to grab Mary Jane too. And it's like, oh, that's it? There was no choice. I mean, yeah, great power, great responsibility. It's like, that would have had some, like, that would have been a tragic moment. It's like the woman he loves, and he has to let her die to save the many. You know, the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few, as one Lieutenant Spock once said in Wrath of Khan, chat, you know? And I was like, no, they don't really do that. It's like, that's weird. And so he's just fucking holding on. And they with this fucking garbage boat's like, hold on, we'll be there in 15 minutes. And he's like, shit. And Green Goblin's just fucking punching the shove in the meantime. Just coming down there, punching, shoving. And eventually, he hits him so goddamn hard, that Spider-Man lets go of the cable car. He grabs onto it, almost lets go of Mary Jane. She falls a little bit. He gets her, though. And just like, shit. Eventually, though, thankfully, the garbage boat gets there, chat, lowers Mary Jane on there. So you gotta get down. You gotta get down. He lowers her down there, chat, along with the kids. And then, oh, that's the thing, too. While this is all happening, before he even gets there, Goblin, he's just about to kill Spider-Man. He's got his fucking Goblin guard, got the spice gun to come out. He's like, here you go. Here's your just reward, hero. And then all of a sudden, chat, he gets hit by a fucking bottle. He's like, what the fuck? And it's the citizens of New York, chat. The citizens of New York have come together. They have come together, chat. And they're throwing debris at the Green Goblin. He's going, The thing is, chat, if I was the Green Goblin, I would have killed all these people. They'd all be dead. And I started blasting. That's what would have happened here, chat. But he doesn't do that, and we get the iconic line, hey, you mess with one of us, you mess with all of us. Oh, hey. And they're just fighting. They're just throwing shit at him. He's like, I can't beat this. The love of New York. I can't do it. I love this city, huh? And then he lowers Mary Jane and the gondola kids down there. Everyone's safe. And Mary Jane goes, yeah, Spider-Man, watch out. And the Green Goblin comes in there and fucking uses this rope thing, this cord, and attaches to Spider-Man. And he's like being pulled around and shit. And eventually he just fucking whips him into this great scene. Now this is the choreography that really works in the movie, chat. He whips him into this brick building, just fucking falls right in there. Suit gets all torn to shreds. He jumps down, and Green Goblin just starts pummeling the shit out of Spider-Man, chat. I mean, he's punching the shit. I'm just punching him over and over again. Like, did you use some slow-mo effects? It was kind of goofy, but it works for this moment here. This is the one the choreography's on fucking point. And eventually, he's just beating the shove so much. And he throws a fucking pump grenade at him, and it's like he sees it going off in slow motion and just fucking hits him in the face. The thing is, if that went off, his face would have been shredded, but it's like, I guess he has... he's more durable, you know, so that's why he didn't explode. And he's just thrusted all the way back, chat. He's not looking good. He can barely get up. And then, Norman, he just fucking grabs, Spider-Man. And he's like, the things we could have done, Peter, Spider-Man. The things we could have done. But here's the thing I want to let you know after I finish you off. I'm going to go back to MJ. And by the way, he has this fucking trident. He has a trident. I don't know how he got a goddamn trident, chat, but he has one now. He's about to fucking gut Spider-Man. He's like, I want to let you know, I'm going to go visit MJ. And MJ and I, we're going to have a hell of a time. I love that line. Peter's like, no, that's my trigger. And he grabs onto the trident, chat, and Grandma's like, but it's like, that's not enough. He fucking throws it away, and Spider-Man just starts pummeling the shit out of the Green Goblin. And Grandma's like, oh, fucking Jesus. We also get this really interesting shot when he webs up the Goblin at one point, and the webbing is kind of like metallic. It's like it's like wiring, and he like forces it down. So they have a unique sound effect here. I don't know, it just always stood out to me. But eventually, Goblin's just been beat the shit so much, and he's like, shit. And Spider-Man like webs behind him, and he pulls this brick wall, and Goblin's like, nah! Wall falls on top of him, chat. He breaks out. He's like, Jesus, shit! And Spider-Man's just right on top of him, starts beating just pummeling him, chat, over and over again. And then until the voice is like, Peter, stop, please! Peter's like, what the fuck? And the Goblin takes off his mask, and it's Norman Osborn! It's like, Peter, please stop. He's like, Norman Osborn, you hurt MJ. You went after Aunt May. You killed all those people. It's like, it wasn't me. It was the Goblin. The Goblin made me do it. It wasn't me, Peter. And the thing is, I would never hurt you. Okay, I would never hurt you. Maybe he's been beating the shit. He's been torturing him psychologically, pummeling him to death. Just about to kill him. And while he's all doing this, he stands up, he activates a little button on his wrist, and the Goblin glider comes up behind him. The Goblin glider comes up behind Spider-Man. It's coming up behind Spider-Man. And he's like, Peter, I would never hurt you. You're like a son to me. I'm like a father to you. And Peter just says, I did have a father. His name was Benjamin Parker. And then we get the fucking line when his face just changes. He gets super serious and goes, Godspeed, Spider-Man. And he goes, shit. And the glider comes in, Chad. Fucking blades are pointing right at him. He just does a little fucking flippy jump. And then, Goblin just raises his hand and goes, I love this last line. Oh. And just boom! Impaled, Chad, like in the groin area. Just in the groin. It's like, Jesus, that looks painful, Chad. And he goes, God. And he looks at Peter. He's like, Peter, don't tell Harry, and then just dies right there. Just fucking dies, shit. I don't know what. He got stabbed in the dick. He just dies, Peter. Don't tell. It's a great scene. It's a great scene. I love that. And he's fucking dead. Now the thing is, Chad, what was the Green Goblin's plan though? So he had the glider coming in behind Spider-Man, but if it was gonna hit him too. Like, it was gonna hit Spider-Man. It was also gonna hit him as well. So Goblin's plan, he's like, are we gonna both go out? We're gonna go out together in a blaze of fucking glory? Not really well thought out, chat. It was very much a blind fury. Come on. Not my Goblin dick. And he's dead. And Peter's just like, Jesus Christ. And then we get one of the most frustrating moments in the film, in my opinion. One that it just doesn't sit well with me to this day and bothered me in Spider-Man 2, where Peter brings first of all, I'll be like, Norman Osborn's a goddamn criminal. Tell the police that he's the goddamn Green Goblin. Like, the fact that they would hold to this promise to Norman, don't tell Harry, after Harry Osborn has treated Peter like shit throughout this entire movie. What loyalty do you have left to him? It makes absolutely no sense, chat. And so Peter, he takes the armor off of Norman, who was just fucking butt naked, brings him back to Osborne Manor, and Harry sees him over his father. He's like, who? Spider-Man, who are you? And he's like, what are you doing? And he pulls out a gun trying to shoot him. And he goes over to see Spider-Man's just gone. Goes over to his dad and realizes that he's dead. Then we cut to the funeral of Norman Osborn, and Harry is like, I have nothing now. I'm going to go after Spider-Man. He murdered my father. I'll bring him to justice. That's what I'll do, Peter. You've always had my back. I love you like a brother, but I need to do this. Peter's like, I do what you got to do, bro. It's like, first of all, I'm sorry, but Peter brought this on his fucking self, chat, because I would have been like, your dad's the Green Goblin, man. Okay? He has killed all these people. He tried to kill my aunt or tortured her or whatever, threatened her, tried to kill Mary Jane, tried to kill these goddamn gondola kids, tried to kill me, all right? The fact that Peter never once goes to Harry and to tell him, like, what the fuck just happened is completely nonsense. And even in Spider-Man 3, like when he finds out, or Spider-Man 2, when he finds like, oh, Peter, you killed my father. At the end of the movie, I would have had him swing right back after he saves MJ from Doc Ock, and Doc Ock killed himself. Would have went right back to Harry, but no, he doesn't do that. And they have the fucking gall in Spider-Man 3. He goes, hi, Harry, how you doing? How am I doing? What? It's ridiculous. It doesn't make any goddamn sense. Anyway, we're at the funeral. Everyone's sad and shit. MJ's like, hey, fuck that guy. He was an asshole. And then Peter, he goes to the grave of Uncle Ben. He's over it. And Mary Jane walks over to him. She goes, Peter, I realized something through all this, that I love you. And, I want to be with you. And then they start smooching, Chad. They start smooching. And Peter, he parts away. No, this isn't what happened. I think he's no, not yet. They're having this conversation, and he says, like, I can't do this. I have with great power comes great responsibility. I have responsibilities I got to adhere to. And then they kiss, and then maybe they kiss, and he walks away by saying that, and he walks away, and she goes, oh my God. Wait a minute. Like, she recognizes that kiss, chat. There was something about it. It's like it was familiar. It was so funeral smooch, the sexiest of all smooches, chat, as we all know. And anytime you see a dead, rotten corpse, smooches ensue. And so he walks away. We get the fucking monotone dialogue narration from Tom Maguire. And it's like, I am many things, but most of all, I am Spider-Man. We get the fucking CGI shots over the city, chat. American flag, American flag, American flag. Ends with him on American flag, and he swings toward the camera, chat. And that, my friends, is Sam Raimi's 2002 classic Spider-Man. Chat, was a long fucking review. We are 2 hours and 34 minutes into the stream, and I just realized that. Holy shit.